Oblivion, they had their expansion with
Right,
Shivering Isles.
like
and
Shivering Isles, and
Shivering
that, like,
Isles,
big
Knights of the
expansions.
Nine
Oh, Knights of the Nine wasn't that,
wasn't as big.
Knights of the Nine
but it was
had
still
like
cheaper, wasn't it?
it was cheaper than Shivering Isles, but it was like a full-on campaign.
Yeah, it was. It was.
For the
And
aliens.
it was awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
Shivering Isles was
Yeah.
the best. Like,
And there was another. Was there another one for Oblivion?
yeah,
There was 3, wasn't there?
there was.
there was
Knights of
Shivering
the
Isles,
Nine.
Knights of the Nine.
I don't remember the third.
Shivering Isles.
Oh, they had like a castle and horse armor DLC. But
Maybe
the
that's what
main
I'm
two
thinking.
like actual like
Even the-
story ones
Even
were
the
Shivering
Skyrim
Isles.
DLCs were pretty good.
And that's
Dawnguard, Dragonborn,
Hearthfire.
Half-Fire.
Yeah, and that's
But
the thing.
Half-Fire wasn't really a proper one. That
No.
was like a
No.
horse armor thing where
Well,
you
that's-
can now have house and family.
Yeah.
That's what they kind of took, like, yeah, and I think that's the thing. For a big-ass chunk of DLC like that, I don't mind paying
Yeah.
more when it's like, oh, this is adding a big, like, or, like, Witcher with, like, Blood and Wine.
Yeah,
I'm
some
like,
of the best value
this is...
DLC ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and also it's like, yeah, this is a whole area that it's getting added. This is another 20-hour
Yeah.
Yeah.
big main quest
That's when
line
you're
plus
happy to
area.
stick
And it's
play.
like,
Quests,
100%.
characters.
DLC has changed from being a game on top of a game to, hey, give us $5 and you can have this pretty sword.
Well, it also
That's
feels like
$20 now.
it's
I don't know if
no,
you've been on the
it's-
Diablo 4 shop, but it's $20 now.
It's changed from being a game on a game to here's a half-baked game. Pay an extra $40 every 3 months to complete it.
And we'll finish it, maybe.
Yeah, like that's
and that's like somewhat the like I watched. There was like a little mini, like a discussion piece where they're talking about how Cyberpunk and No Man's Sky broke video games because developers realized like, oh, we can just put it out half finished and like people will eventually come around if we
the
just
hype
if
is
we
there.
if the hype is enough and we work at it for long enough, like it's fine. You can do it and just kind of get away with it.
But Cyberpunk lost them a lot of money. The amount of returns.
Oh, massively.
The amount of returns that came in like a week after Cyberpunk
Massively.
was ridiculous.
And like, yeah,
Oh, yeah, you would've felt that.
and I mean, they're not factoring in like the damage to the brand and the,
Yeah.
like because like pre-Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red was like,
was one of the good ones.
and it was exactly, it was like held up as an example of like this is how to do it.
And then that came out, I was like, ooh, maybe
And-
not so
oh,
much.
man. I remember No Man's Sky was a big fall from
They
grace.
they
was
overpromised
huge,
way
yeah.
too much.
Yep. Yeah,
And it's
that's
really good
just
now,
like I
but,
just said.
like-
anytime you got asked a question, it's like, is this in the game? Yes.
Legit.
When I heard about it, I'm like, this is not gonna fulfill its promises. And
Yeah.
they didn't.
So, and that's like, I think one thing that they're doing a good job of with Starfield is like trying to like managing expectations, giving you a lot of information with like gameplay footage to back it up
Yeah.
of like
Yeah.
this is what is in the game and this is what isn't in the game.
And like, yes, we do have procedurally generated planets that make up a lot of it. There are ones we've handcrafted, but you know, a lot of like it's
I
managing
listened
expectations with
to
that
an
as
interview
well.
with Todd Howard literally like about 2 days ago, where he said, look, he's like, I don't have a number off the top of my head, but he said about, of the 1,000 planets, he said about 10% of them have life on them.
Yeah, I saw
because
that.
he was saying the thing is, like, we originally had more, but he said it feels too gamey if every planet that you go to has like an abandoned outpost and a bandit tower to destroy. Like,
I mean, just look at our solar system. We have one planet that we
and
know
that's
of.
that's exactly
that has
that's
life.
exactly what he said. Like it starts feeling too gamey and unrealistic because there's I forget what it's called. It's like the perfect zone where you can. There's like a name for it. That
The
like
Goldilocks zone.
yeah, something like that. Yeah. Where it's like, you know, there's not going to be that many planets out of 1,000 that are in that Goldilocks zone. And he was also so it's like about how do we put in systems that make gameplay on a planet with no life engaging. And so he's like, that's where you go into, because he said like
Mining
The
resources.
mining
the
and
old
setting up
No
your...
Man's
we said
Sky.
mining resource. The other one was yeah. The other one he said was like scanning. So it's like literally
Literally no
just
man's
going
sky.
around. Oh, 100%. Like, but he said that's worth a lot. Like if you get the like full scanned, like, you know, encyclopedia entry basically of everything on a planet, that's worth a lot of credits.
Yeah,
So if you just like going around
Exploring.
empty worlds,
Yeah.
you could. That's like, okay, this is how I'm going to pay for my stuff. You know,
You can
Yeah.
sort of, from a roleplay perspective, I mean, you can consider that surveying a planet for colonization.
Yeah.
In a sense.
100%.
Which is...
and for resource
you're-
companies,
Exactly.
and, you know.
yeah, you're a geologist.
Oh,
No.
Shame.
Ever fired both guns?
Jumping while jumping
jumping
through
through the air.
Did you say cool? No,
Fired a gun to the ass, screamed, ah.
no, I haven't.
Fired your gun into the air and gone, ah.
Did you? Oh, did you say cool off? No, but you did miss a bit earlier where I distracted him with the cuddly monkey and then hit him with the pistol and said, "Playtime's over." You're off the fucking show.
Golden.
We haven't even started and the Hot Fuzz reference came out.
Needs to come out one way or another.
It does pop up in a lot of things. Just
It's just easy.
Like when I'm just like browsing Reddit, they'll just every now and again there'll just be someone will say, you know, something like both a thing, and it'll be like it's just the one thing actually, and it'll kind of go off in
Every time.
I think
Yeah.
it's just Edgar Wright's writing. It's just got a
G'day,
way to
G-Nav.
weave into any conversation, no matter
Yeah.
what.
yeah.
Anyone want their drink?
Yes, please.
Grabbed mean.
Oh, do you want
I already grabbed mine. I've got it.
Tough.
It's behind your board.
Oh, I was like, am I having a stroke? But no.
No, not yet, thank you.
You're sassy, probably enough saving for tomorrow.
It's not sticky. That's probably good.
A morning sast goes alright. Not gonna lie to you. What was it? Last week I had Red Rooster. No, not last week. Would have been the week prior when we had Red Rooster. Had Red Rooster, like, chicken for breakfast with my sarsaparilla, and I was just like, man, I feel like magic again.
Right after you violently shit yourself.
Yeah.
No, that came later. That was an afternoon task.
I got the Hershey squirts.
I got the bubble guts. Excellent. Everyone got... I actually need water.
Got to test me dice.
Go test the dice.
We've fallen out of the habit of that.
How many are you rolling?
I rolled 4.
4?
11,
Alright.
13, 14, 19.
I only rolled 2.
How'd you go?
Nat 20 and a 19.
That's a
Oh.
whole lot of sun.
20, 14, 14, 8.
I didn't know we had a whole lot of sunkus.
Yeah,
That-
Yeah, no, that's new.
I bought like a kilo.
It's
I mean,
more than a kilo. It's a lot more than a
I
kilo.
don't
He bought a kilo. Three
heads.
Baby.
Who
Nearly
doesn't
one
want
piece.
one?
Because I went to say a case, but I was like, no, it's more than a case. What? A kilo?
kilo, that'll do it.
Yeah, that's a lot,
the-
right?
what's the-
That's a lot of something.
I mean, it's all relative.
It's like 2.8 cans.
Like a kilo of feathers.
A kilo-
worth of can.
Yeah, a kilo of Coke. Not that much. Kilo of the other Coke.
Yeah.
That's quite a bit.
It's an awful lot. It's a lot of money.
That's 20 to life.
Or set up for life and never have to work again.
Yeah.
Wassa. Get it ready.
So I said it was almost solo, but he remembered
Oh, I
you
was
were hatred.
close.
I would have been a sad boy.
I thought about
I
you
would
and
have
I
been a
was like,
sad boy.
I'll go for sun-kissed, I guess. An inferior beverage.
Tell you what goes real hard. Raspberry Fanta.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Raspberry Fanta.
Is it that blue Fanta still around?
That
haven't
is,
seen it
and
in
that
a
also
while.
goes hard. But it's not like around a ton.
Yeah.
Like I say it every now and again, but also grape Fanta.
Mm.
It's grape. Awful. And on that, no, welcome to Dungeons and Nerglings. And
On that note, I hate myself.
I hate myself. Hate you too, you make me sick, you fat sack of crap. I'm Nergy, I'll be your DM for the evening. Thank you for popping in. And we are picking up at episode 45. We are over...
50.
43.
Wait, it actually is 46, sorry.
It's 46 plus 4 that we did previously, 50.
46 it is. We are over
I have my
in...
notes, so I can't.
Over
tell
in
you the real.
Fournmouth.
I think you're on 47.
Bournemouth.
We're
Kincaid's
in
homeland.
Kincaid's homeland, the home of
Yes.
the turtle people. And we had a fun little reunion episode.
It was fun.
great. Now, what's on my list this week?
Oh,
You bitches.
Last time.
Well, what's on our list?
All the things that I know.
List
Oh,
on.
list on list action.
Oh,
So we went to
subscribe now for uncut list on list action.
Yeah. And uncut men.
Continue. What was
So
on
we-
There's
what's
the
on my
Bobcat
list?
Arbory.
What?
There's the Bobcat Arbory.
I did say that, yeah.
I
was like, what was
write
that? I was like, what was that? I was like, oh no, I invented that.
But 10 points to the
We
Rock
ended up-
Splitter clan for that one.
We ended up docking in Thornmouth, which you can't do if you are cut.
Yeah.
And then
Nice.
Oh, you are that kind of.
Everybody's standing on deck.
Me, that kind of orc.
Yes.
Must I dock with
Prepare to dock.
We met Kincaid's siblings whilst docking.
Rosalind and Nulk.
Now that one is on there.
And then we went to the bazaar and got some borscht,
Sorry,
which is a delicacy in Thornmouth.
are you talking about the Zabobka Arbory?
There's a babka armory, that's right.
That does the best borscht.
That does the best borscht. It's better than the other borscht.
Yep.
Alright.
Better than Von Von's Borscht.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's-
Von Von's borscht
Met
is not as
family
good.
eat borscht. Tick. What else?
Von.
And then we
The
got some,
Von.
we went shopping at the ghost lady's place. Grabbed a few
Yes, and we
vials. Oh, yeah.
bought.
Navel?
Spectre something or other.
We
Spectre juice.
bought. Yeah, we bought three.
was it?
We bought.
Ectoplasmic elixirs.
We bought one ghost C potion, one ghost talk potion, and one ghost resist potion.
Yeah,
And I think
somewhere here.
Varys
I
bought an
bought
extra
the,
one.
Yeah, the ghost resist or an extra ghost
And then we
resist.
went to the Oboloshka
Family.
abode.
It is
Family
warm in here.
din-dins
Had a party.
on the list.
What heat did you put that heating on?
22.
Nuclear?
I don't ever change it off 22, really. But the room was already warmed up a bit. So just got it back to 10. John Farnham.
We learnt that Kincaid's mum originally left to find a cure for his illness because he was small, weak baby.
It's like that big.
He was a
Which I don't
frail
think I
baby.
knew.
I didn't put that on there, but 10 more points for Rock
Oh,
Splitter door.
funny, York Papa. You can stop
making that
that
such
such
funny,
funny.
Such rip snorting joke.
Such knee slapping, tummy hurting ha-has you are giving us, Papa.
Alright, what else happened?
And then the next morning we decided to go off across the river, well, across the ocean, not a big ocean though, to God's War Keep to deliver the book of slate that we had.
Traveled to God's War Keep.
We also
Well-
learnt about the Maya geologists or the Mir
Who tried
geologists.
to take the misted mound from the Obolochka family.
And Varys infiltrated the
God's Walk Keep.
God's War
And
Keep.
found an archway in the catacombs above the corpse pit.
Yeah.
Varys found body dump. Check.
Body dump and a doorway into the
And
body dump.
Millicene had heard the rumours that the bodies were being sold, but she'd never believed them. And Fargrim,
We
or
emasculated
Fulgrim
Fargrim.
was still an asshole.
Fulgrim's his father.
I get them mixed up.
Fargrim's the
Yeah.
son.
We emasculated
Fargrim,
Fargrim.
Silverstone,
and then
pissed at Kincaid. Check.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Excellent. You ticked them all. And added some that I definitely did not remember.
And so now,
I should have.
search archway in corpse pit for clues. Question Fulgrim Silverstone about his murder.
Fargrim?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Fulgrim, actual.
Yes, we
Yeah,
were.
That's right. We
Speak
were
with
we were
dead. We're
going to
gonna look
speak
for
with
the-
them. Yeah.
And then also search keeper records / God's Walk Keep in general for info or the person of Thalia Darkwater. Talia? Talia, I think.
Thalia.
Thalia.
Pronounced Talia.
Sure.
Thalia.
Why not? You can say it however you want.
Thalia.
Thalia.
And then we were also
Thalia.
gonna...
I left some notes to
Thalia.
sending Kincaid's mum.
yeah.
T is silent. Actually.
And the other one, and then
Talia.
also, yeah.
And sending Willie about Kincaid's mum if Kincaid's mum doesn't pick up the phone.
And then also for the go to the crusty cliff top, find the dreadlocked leader of the geologists,
And then
eradicate the geologists.
Our favourite place, the crusty cliff top. Where's that come from?
You said it.
Yeah, I don't
Did
know.
I?
That's what you
No.
when Varys asked what's the dodgiest place in town.
Oh, that's right.
Like if you
Oh,
wanted like
no,
a bit of a
it's-
thrill seeker.
Like a dart.
Crested.
Oh.
I mean, I'm willing to keep crying.
Crusty clip top.
What's it crusted in?
Barnacles. Please be barnacles.
Not even crusty is like crusted.
Ew.
Oh.
That's much worse.
Just awful.
Off to a cracking start.
And then source alternative wood for Roland so he can resume production ASAP. Find and eradicate geologist.
I love how we've gone from herring to geologists.
Herring to eradicate.
We fish for.
We will subtly genocide.
We'll do some research with the Oh, wait. Right. Well, on that note, you guys are still in Godswalk Keep, a rather large, almost like a monastery on the far western edge of Faladur. Now, this is Kincaid's, well, where he was raised, basically, after a certain point. And you are currently, are in discussions with Melusine, the total head of the what's
Crystal
the
Archives?
word I
Keepers
used?
of the Crystal Archive.
Yeah, the senior
Oh, yeah. They had
Senior
another name.
scribe.
scribe. That's the one. Yeah. And Melusine has just notified you about Thalia Darkwater. At which point she would, remembering how boring these people are. So for you guys at home, if you see me emoting very little as these characters, that is on purpose. Well, I'm noticing a strange pattern. Do you think you could assist me?
In the records?
Yes. I need an extra set of eyes.
Certainly. I have two.
The right amount. And beckons you over to a desk. This may take some time. Hang around if you would like. You're free to do as you need to do.
Is there anything fun to do around here?
No.
She's about to answer.
Absolutely not.
Are we free to roam?
Within reason. You are not orders. You are not scribes of the Bleak Seneschal. You are not one of this keep.
What about, say, we wanted to check out below?
Kincaid, Brother Kincaid,
Yes, Sister Melusine.
would you trust these people?
Absolutely.
Would you bear that on your name in
Absolutely.
case anything?
Absolutely. They will be fine. We are very, very trustworthy people.
Could you sign this waiver? Saying any damages, anything that goes wrong.
Silverstone.
Do you actually do that?
Do it.
Yes.
Deception.
There's no way she would not notice that. Her life
Does
is
she look at
paperwork.
it? Does she look at it?
Let me.
He just tucks it aside.
Can you
Yes,
sway
yes,
it
she does.
It's okay. I do it properly.
later?
She like shreds it very meticulously, puts it aside, and gets
Puts
you a
it through
fresh one.
the shredder twice.
It's just a manual shredder, like some sort of monster that at the end of every desk.
Or it's just a little goblin going. With your actual name?
Yes.
Thank you. You may do not interfere with their duties, but you may explore the keep as you wish.
Sorry, did we see Fargrim in his office last time?
Yeah.
Was it his actual office? Or
You
was-
don't know.
It was.
It was the bigwig's office, which he's now
okay.
technically the bigwig.
I couldn't remember.
No,
if it
no,
was there, if it was another room.
she is.
She the
so,
bigwig.
so
Oh,
but
this
it was
was
the
the
like
second in
book.
command.
It was like the book binding, book restory.
Repairs.
Yeah, it's also like a workshop.
So-
I
kind
thought
of.
it, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was
Yeah.
like a workshop room. Not
Yeah,
like
Might
his
it was
actual
a-
have been
office.
his actual office.
It was like a workshop because he was doing the because
Yeah.
there was like the first couple of pages or something were damaged,
Yeah,
and
that's where.
We've
That's
met
why
up
we
with
went
you,
and took
haven't
him.
we?
And
Yes.
Yeah.
where's Fargrim's office?
Why would you need to know that? There was
Oh, because I'd like to have a chat with old mate.
some hard feelings that I noticed.
Oh, you picked up on that.
Yes,
always been Dick. I thought maybe he changed, but you know.
he does fantastic work. But
shame about everything else.
people are people, I guess.
They are indeed.
What is your intention with him?
Oh, I just want to have a chat to him about Fulgrim.
I can answer any questions.
Oh, but you're not his son, so I think he might have a more inside scoop. No offense.
Okay, to what end are you distracting him from his work?
Oh, not at all. Just a small chat, a couple minutes, head on out.
Okay. And so she sort of describes, take a left here, go down that staircase.
Yep.
Here's his little office. Whether or not he will be there, I cannot confirm, but that is where his office is.
No dramas.
As you were. And she sort of leans into the desk with you. Now, you know the tomes are enchanted in some great way, that everyone's notes are collated into the same sort of documents. So it's easier to identify, to go back through records. They're not like 48 different books. Obviously, a later edition after the original Books of Slate. It's been updated slightly, but previous records in the few hundred years prior are accessible through these tomes, and so she pulls another tome out for you to sort of go across, and we'll pick up there after you guys get about.
I was
and
thinking
do
we
some
go break
business.
into his office and see what we can find.
Isn't he still in his office?
But he was in that workshop
Yeah,
area.
so if it was a different room that she described,
Yeah.
we go.
I was also considering trying to find the laundry and liberating a few uniforms in case they came in handy in future.
I mean, whatever you like to do.
I don't have opinion on your plan.
I mean, we
go talk to...
Yeah, I mean we
could do.
We do have like sort of free reign, I guess, for the moment.
We have a signature from a turtle.
Because I also did want to get you to show us down
The
Ah,
archway.
right. Alright, yeah,
I was thinking we should just do that all together because we're gonna go down there anyway to speak with Dead.
Yeah, true.
Well, yeah, going down there also, getting back up the shaft might be a bit of a thing.
And if we go down there officially with Kincaid, that's probably better.
Nice.
You gotta get right up the shaft.
The shaft.
All right, well,
Getting up the
first things
shaft
first,
might
we break
indeed
into the
be a
office.
problem.
I reckon we won't break in, but we'll just open the door
Knock lightly.
with a lock in the shape of a hairpin if it is locked.
with some magical beast bones from Glendalfa.
We'll go have a look and see, because if it's just like a T corridor with people moving through it all the time and he's like in the center of the corridor, I'm not picking that.
Yeah,
We're gonna
no,
get
fair.
caught.
Well, yeah, we'll go.
We'll have a
see.
squiz.
Also, I'm pretty sure. Remember when we tried to lock
Oh
the
no,
office?
I
They said-
slipped.
Oh, they don't have locks
Yeah,
on
they were
these
like, "Oh, we
doors.
don't really have
They
one."
didn't do that.
Oh.
So
They don't even have
we can
locks.
probably just step in.
Well, yeah. Yeah, let's just go.
Yeah, we'll go
Yeah.
check out the office.
Best to ask. What is
Okay.
it? Forgiveness rather than permission?
So heading through the keep, the sort of grey slate of everything with occasional, dazzling parts of these crystalline structures that they seem to make here. It's functional, but there are some facets of beauty to it, just not very many. You head through the hallways. There's fairly constant foot traffic in the general area where bodies are brought in and people are questioned, details are taken, that sort of stuff. There's always activity there. You head, down the other stairs and through a few archways and down a hallway, and it's a little quieter back this side. There's not that many people around. Like, you do see the occasional person, with the full grey robes, hands linked in the sleeves, walking along. No rush, just about their business. You see all kinds.
Brother.
brother. And you head to about where Melusine has directed you. Are you knocking, or are you
I
just...
just knock and open. I don't even wait for a response. Just hello.
Yeah, you open it up. It's very sparse, very... It's like there's no personal effects. There's nothing fun about it. It's purely functional. So there's quite a large desk dominating the room. There's a small cot, pretty much. As for personal effects, anything Jurgal related, maybe, but other than that, there's parchments, there's quills, ink, books, all that sort of stuff. So lots of tomes and that sort of thing.
Anyone home?
Is he in there?
Yes. The figure, Fargrim, is, dwarven, so small in stature, working at his desk. He sort of turns. Hey!
Should I just use my dwarf slayer?
No.
G'day, Fargrim.
Hi.
We were hoping to maybe have a bit of a chat with you without the bad blood.
Sorry, we got off on the wrong foot
Yeah,
over there earlier,
Oh.
mate.
Oh, you're with him, are you?
yeah. But,
Okay.
we've spent the last couple of weeks with him and, we know Kincaid can be a real sore, so...
All right. Well, what can I help with?
Well, just want to know about your father.
Yeah.
Robbing him?
Just a knife.
Not quietly. Am I still? Give me a money.
Yeah, we didn't really plan for what to do if he's in the office.
I don't know what we're doing here.
I think we're robbing you.
I was gonna say, let's rifle through his shit and
Yeah,
find...
we were gonna look for notes and
Look for clues.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Maybe try a different tactic.
Just want to ask
He's
about,
in his room.
about your father, mate.
Yeah, is there anything more you can tell us about what happened, or his final moments, or what he was working on?
Who exactly, got him before he arrived here?
Roll a persuasion check.
3 strangers walk into an office and start questioning.
Are we robbing him? No, just questioning.
17.
I love to embarrass like.
Just the eyebrow.
He's in.
I just embarrassed in the corner.
Damn it! He's in his office where he works. I didn't plan for this.
In working hours. Foiled again.
Who can plan for these crazy circumstances we end up in?
These crazy monks throwing us a real
Who
curveball.
knows what they're gonna do?
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Right. What? To what end?
So we're just curious, did he say anything about who accosted him before his final hours here? What exactly he was doing?
Well, you see, the difficult part was I didn't speak to him before he died.
You weren't here?
No, I was out at Midham performing rites. He died while I was out
So where
Sorry
were
to hear
you?
that.
at Midham.
At Midhome.
Where's Middo?
Mid-home.
Which one is this? Fargrim?
Fargrim.
This is Fargrim. And mid-home is the city?
Fargrin and Fulgrim. Fulgrim
Oh, I've
is
got
the
him.
old one,
Is the dead
and
one.
Fargrin is this guy.
Fargrin.
Yep.
N. C. Fargrin.
Fargrim was at Midhome.
Doesn't grin very much.
But yeah, that's how I remember it.
Oh, right,
Far
they're
from
up
grinning because he's an asshole, and the other one's full of grim because he's dead.
Damn.
Nice.
That'll do.
I think it worked.
That's how I'm remembering
That'll
it.
do. I
Solid.
guess.
I'll allow it.
So he was at mid-home when he died.
Yes.
So that's right here, just sort of up the Sly flow.
out towards the basin.
So we would have seen it when we were coming down.
Yeah, maybe a small
Fair.
fishing village.
Where was it? What, how do you spell
When
it?
you received word that so he passed away at mid-home.
No.
No,
Bargren was at Midhome.
He was
when
at
his dad
Midhome.
passed.
He
Apologies.
died in the keep. I was not here.
Yes.
So as to his last words, I can't. I don't know.
Yeah, and do you know the kind of like what he was working on when he was accosted by highwaymen?
Melusine wasn't in charge at that point, but she mentioned that he was searching for the original Book of Slate, which I believe Kincaid took over.
Yeah.
Do you know how that originally went missing? I feel like that's something quite important to your order.
Exactly. That's why it became such a high priority. No, there's no record. No, I'm not sure.
And do you know why Melusine would have said he was looking to make a change in the book? A correction?
I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, that's why he was
That's why
one of the
it was
reasons
so
why he was
important.
after it, yeah. He wanted to make an amendment to
To an
to the
entry.
first book of Slate.
You seem sort of. It's a very like you've got braids and like charms and stuff all through your beard. No, I looked at your little.
Yeah, that's how I was like, yes.
His is very just like straight beard hair, and he sort of starts pulling at it. I'm sorry. He was to make changes.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
was meant
rumour,
to
yeah.
amend something in the book.
Why haven't I heard this?
We're not sure. Can I insight? Does he seem legit?
Sure, go for it.
That one seems all good to me. What do you guys reckon?
You squint your eyes.
You have never trusted this
checks
man
out.
more.
He's a dwarf.
11.
Hard to read. Not. I mean, again,
I'm not great.
very
at reading.
very little
Yeah.
body language.
They
Even
don't
speaking
operate
about
a
his
lot.
father's death, compared with the outburst that you saw previously, you're getting very
That was
little.
his monthly allowance of emotion.
Yeah.
Monthly.
It's like it's like a
Yeah.
whole castle on lithium.
14.
Okay.
The beard pulling kind of indicates, curiosity. So I mean, his actions or his words, sorry, check out with subtle. Kind of makes sense.
Yeah, because we found that out last sesh. From who? Was it Melusine that told us
Yeah,
he was
Melusine said it.
looking to make an alteration?
He got visions.
Was
and
that
the
after I told
visions
him
were
truth, yeah?
like
Someone was prone to
usually
visions.
accurate. They kind of learned to trust them over a while, and he got some vision that he had to go and change. I don't know if it was the first entry or just an early entry
Yep.
in the Book of Slate, and I think that was when he went to do it and was like, "Wait a second,
What book?
it's missing."
Are there any other books missing, or was it just the first one that went walkabout?
We changed the system, but as far as we could tell, we did a thorough inventory and couldn't find any others missing. So
So you have no idea how the first edition ended up in the keep of an aristocrat?
where was it?
In the safe of a collector.
Yeah.
What value would they have of it?
They collected all random weird stuff that had historical or magical
Values.
significance.
They collected very unique items that held
Yeah,
some
but-
sort of importance.
We didn't get the books, did we?
Well, no, but more like when someone went and took the Book of Slate to the Rolozaros, what did they
yeah,
trade
What
it
did they
for?
get in return? Yeah.
I'm wondering
maybe just
how
a boatload
it
of
would have
money.
ended up in their hands to begin with.
Yeah, it was like discovered missing. Is that right? Like they weren't really sure exactly when it went
They had
missing.
no idea when it left their possession, pretty much.
Maybe. Oh,
Yeah, there's like
how
the
long
last
ago did Fulgrim die? Could it have lined up that Tahalia
couple of months.
Tahalia, nice.
Tahalia.
could it have lined up that she stole it when she was like, I need to flee, I'm gonna need funds, I'll just sell this. Could that have lined up?
Well, that or
was-
someone.
About a couple of months ago, is that right? That it would have that like Fulgrim died.
So
It was like a
to
month.
your knowledge, Fulgrim was out searching for it for probably a year before he came back, died, and then it was handed over to you. So
let's say it's gone for a bit over, like, known to be missing.
Yep.
Bit over a year ago.
yeah, at least. So past that, they're not sure. Yeah, that's very strange that somebody would take it. Like, why? What?
No idea.
Someone who had access to your archives, obviously.
That's for
but-
certain.
Did your father keep a diary? Or any sort of journal? Or
His notes were inscribed for the keepers to peruse. So I'm sure Melusine and
Yeah.
do you know where they'd be located?
are accessible anywhere.
Would you be able to take us?
Not to you, to
Is that what they're going through currently?
Laura.
Oh, okay.
So, cutting back,
Yeah.
camera pans too.
Documents.
Yeah, you guys are sort of side by side, flicking through, cross-referencing, looking at different, entries, trying to find something. Melusine, I can't help but feel there's a pattern. Try looking, and like gives you these random things that sort of just like okay, trying to figure out some sort of common ground, dates, times, names, that sort of stuff. Can I get you to make?
Would be intelligence?
Yeah. Are you proficient in investigation?
No.
Then just
Would I be able to use calligrapher's supplies for this?
nah, I wouldn't say that would apply to this situation. But add your intelligence. Yeah, make an intelligence roll and see what you can come up with.
Did we ever ask?
And yes, you may guide.
When they got that book?
I don't think so. I think
No, we didn't.
Might put that down as a maybe
yeah.
sending.
It's
for
like a
later.
little half pipe
Yeah.
up the thing.
At the end of the day, we could maybe try and ask it.
15, 16,
what circumstances they
17.
got the book.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's
Who, what,
like-
when, where, how.
It's like riding a bike. This is why you enjoyed being here in any
It's like the only bit that was...
in any respect. This sort of stuff, pouring through old tomes, trying to figure out what happened, and you come across something interesting after probably 10 minutes of farting around. You can't find any records of Thalia Darkwater. Not in your lists anyway. And Melusine's sort of, why would that not exist?
It is like it is like she never existed.
She's been scrubbed. She's an Asima.
Something doesn't sit right. It feels-
There should be
There
should be numerous
Absolutely.
entries by her concerning her.
There should be
There's nothing
entries.
from when she joined. There is nothing of her interring bodies.
I'm going to use this dice. I didn't test my dice today.
Because she looked at it before and she was like, "Oh, it's Talia. Oh, it's Talia. Oh, it's
Every time
Talia.
someone
Oh, it's
went
Talia."
Mm.
But now
So
we're looking at them
where,
and they're
where
gone.
you're looking,
Oh, it's at different records.
yeah. So
Okay.
looking at a different section.
I was
So
like, in the last 10 minutes, someone has wiped the
no,
archive.
No.
sorry, yes,
It was locked
miscommunication.
from the inside.
The locks are on the inside of the door. Oh no, you guys got to be paranoid thanks to that. Ooh. Hold on. Go to. Could you cross-reference the previous head scribes of our order? And so you sort of,
yeah, a couple of other books.
Mhm. and she's looking. So we can see Thalia Darkwater was the most, no. So we had Mathid before me, and then we had Thalia Darkwater.
She was a head scribe.
Yes.
Whoa.
This must have been some time prior. I don't remember that name. Very... Like
I'm not there.
I...
Was this before? Were you only ever here when Method was here?
This must have been many years prior. I've been here all my life.
It is strange that there are no dates, though.
Well, let's... Looking back, we have... Before Thalia, we have Talia Bright Tower. Was her superior. Then we have...
Wait, Talia Bright Tower and then Talia Dark Water.
Thalia.
Thalia Bright Water and then Talia Dark...
Sounds like the shittiest cover
Is this-
ever.
Talia
I
Dark
added an
Water and Talia Bright Tower. Was that a
have-
predecessor?
So it was Dark Millicene,
His current head
then
throne.
Method, and then Dark
Thalia
Tower.
Thalia
then,
Dark Water?
Dark Water.
And
So
then
it was
Talia Bright Tower. And then Talia.
Before that, we have Alora. Alora Swordwing. And then we have Maria Fellhollow.
Allura Swordwing.
Is it just me? Surely you.
Who was before?
These
Laura?
names are.
Fictional.
They all sound like Alibi. Oh, what are
They
they?
all sound the same.
Don't they? We
Then
have.
Allura Swordwing.
Sorry.
And then
So
Vesemir
moving a bit quicker is sort of like jumping in between, and then there's Shay Firewind that stands out here. A few more names, and then Talisa Wormstalker. There's a bunch of names that sort of stick out now that you're sort of
the same naming convention. kind of
yeah. And the only reason that you're noticing this is because you're flicking back hundreds of years that these names are, sort of aligned in any way.
Just an out of character question. Did
Yeah.
we discuss how long this Asimar has been like on the plane for?
Did you discuss it?
Do I like with what's Drakkar? Because I know that the Asimars on the planet has it gone
no.
bye bye.
You have no idea how
We didn't
long.
discuss how long exactly it's been. Okay.
Because I suppose time for them is way different.
Yeah, true.
They might be like, yeah, if this problem's been around for a little bit now. It's like 3 centuries.
Brother Kincaid, I believe you're onto something. What do you think that means?
Well, either it is weird coincidence, but I don't believe in weird coincidence. Then they were not who they say they were. Whether they were the same person
But they were
covering for...
they were senior scribes. They would have had responsibility and
But maybe it's... They would have. Maybe they were here. Maybe it was multiple people posing as a series of head scribes. Possibly the same person if it was someone like an elf or a dwarf. They
do
could live a long
remarkable
time
lifespans.
or maybe through magic or something along those lines. Whether it was the same person or a group of people, I don't believe that there was really the Bright Tower and the Dark Water and the Sword Wind and the Fire Wind and the Wormstalker.
and Fellhollow and
The most recent one that seems at least a little bit real was Method. The
Yes,
last,
well,
how many before Method? Because it's like Millicent doesn't follow that pattern, Method doesn't follow that pattern. How many?
yeah, there's
directly
there's
after
usually a
the-
couple, like 2 or 3 in between.
you-
Oh,
Would you-
okay. So it's not just like an unbroken. It's not
No.
just like 10 in a row.
No.
Right. Okay.
Would you have met Method?
Yeah, you probably would have. He would have been senior
Yeah.
scribe.
When you were a tiny little small
When
baby.
I came in
When
at,
you were
because
a fresh
what I
one.
say, I'm 28 when I came in at like, I don't know, 10 or something.
So it was one before Method that was dodgy.
And then it was a couple,
Dodgy.
and then another one that seems out of place, and then a couple more, and then another one that follows the same naming convention. So it's like hundreds of years of history
Would
that this one person may have been manipulating,
would
controlling.
Method be in
That's
the
what I was
crypt?
thinking. Maybe
Maybe
I
we
have a lot of old head scribes to ask questions.
In what way?
Well, you know, speak with the dead.
Oh. That's a good avenue to pursue.
Unless all their jaws have been removed.
Maybe we can make a makeshift
Maybe
stitch one.
can I look through and try to find, for the ones that seem sus, find records of like them being interred, who did it, when.
Yeah. Go ahead and make another intelligence check.
That was the spicy chicken.
I can't see that. That's a 11.
You give it a good 10 more minutes, sort of flicking through, trying to find any evidence of where they're interred or where their final resting place was. Usually one of the most important details in there.
Is
Nothing.
that suspicious? That feels
Very.
suspicious. This seems that the fact that
Melissa's sort of like looking alongside
of
you.
all the people to have records of, the head scribes should be some of the most. We should have the most details about. Who had? So you said that like the records were kind of magically collated. It's like magic Google Docs.
Kind of,
I'm imagining basically.
Somewhat.
Like,
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
if you have
yeah.
access to magic.
who has edit privilege? Only who's the admin?
Well, we can all edit these documents as need be.
Is there a version history I could look at? Is there a way to look at this and find out? You know, you can look at the document and see who made the last changes.
Edit history.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure
basically.
that. I'm not sure.
I want magic
that,
edit his. I want magic track changes. Is what I'm asking for, I guess.
Just keep hitting Control Z
documents-
until we see the
Yeah.
change we
The
need.
documents don't have that sort of functionality.
Unless they like signed next to the change they made or something.
Yeah, there's normally a
I
signature.
have feature suggestions for next version.
When you're head
So-
scribe, you can implement.
Looking back, we have a number of names that seem suspect in some way. These were all head scribes, senior scribes, and we have cause of death, but we don't have location of interment.
Is there anything sus about the cause of death?
Make another investigation
and,
check.
Patterns and or similarities, or the opposite. 8.
Peaceful, we're all eaten by a
I'm going
crocodile.
to give you advantage because Melusine will be assisting in this. So 100%.
You questioned what, wasn't it?
11, I think. Yeah, I did. I was trying to remember what it was. I think it was a 1.
Ah.
And then I got a 1, so 11.
That's pretty rough.
Look, there's not a huge amount of detail given to the cause of death. The fact that it's recorded is the important thing.
Yeah.
Melusine sort of doing her own looking at the same time. Sort of. They all seem to have died rather suddenly. At least not old age.
This wouldn't be history, would it?
It's more just like figuring out links in a document. If you knew this history, then it would be a history check. So, while you guys are pondering, cutting back to Fireroom's office.
What was the last thing we said?
I had a
Oh,
question,
about
but I
and
forgot.
ended up in the aristocrats thing, and he was like, "Why would anyone want this?"
Yeah.
Very strange. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Fargrin. And
Yes, sorry, what were your names? I did not catch them.
My name is Varys. This
Varys.
is Ricky,
Ricky.
and Thoradin.
What clan?
Rock splitter.
We've got a few of your number.
Other 3/4. What are we? Needlebark Goods and
It's like he's
Services.
buried a few of your men.
I see.
My
the
question
good ones go in the
was,
crypt, but-
you said you changed your system on your archives, and I assume that means you updated your security. What was your security like before?
What do
You
you mean
updated
security?
So I am to assume there was none.
Why would we need security?
Well, why would anyone want to steal a first edition? Like, the crystal it's made of isn't particularly valuable. It's not more valuable than what's written on it, or the historical value of it anyway.
As costly as quartz.
Just kind of a book of names, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what change did you make to the system since then?
Oh, this was many years back. They used to inscribe the names on like the Book of Slate on these crystals, but it became quite sizable to store.
You just use a filing cabinet now.
Well,
all in the
magic. It's
All in the cloud.
it's somewhat cloud based.
In the magic Google Doc.
We adjusted to a more efficient way to store all of our records.
Oh, Microsoft Excel.
Sure.
You get a lot of names through here, I suppose.
So it was more an efficiency thing. We could, the first, I think there are 15 recorded on, the crystals, and then we switched to a better way to record.
And in the first book, is there anyone of super historical importance that, like, maybe someone wanted a claim to fame to own the book that listed their name, or anything like that?
Honestly, I've never looked through it. There's no reason to.
On a similar train of thought, when was the first book of Slate written?
The beginning of our order, probably a few thousand years.
Yeah, okay.
To answer your question, I'm not sure, but I mean, there could be the names of an Alice, there could be the names of farmers. It doesn't really matter to us.
Well, yeah, I just think my train of thought is there is some very powerful resurrection magic. The only thing you need is someone's name.
He spits at the mention of resurrection magic.
Yeah, that's fair.
Makes our job a
We
lot.
would never engage in such practice.
I can see why that's offensive to you.
Yeah,
Not offensive, just goes against the way of.
blasphemy.
Yeah,
but
makes our job very difficult.
Yeah, I just think it's that's where my train of thought is going. Is there someone super powerful in that first book that, by getting their full name, someone could bring them back from the dead and just cause havoc, or
Like
you know,
Shothragott, for example.
yeah,
It would link the dots as to why they would steal it to trade. Well, you wouldn't steal something that isn't valuable. The real name would be the only thing of value, other than the historical importance. But the only people that would care about that are some collectors and you guys.
Isn't it magic crystal growing from the souls of the dead?
Yeah, somewhat.
So I mean, that's
There's
kind
a
of
big court
like
trial.
cool. Like
Yeah, it's not as valuable as any other precious gems. Like, it's not valuable like them.
it doesn't make it
unique.
particularly durable or
Yeah, it's not
whatever.
used in any spell components, which drives the price of them really. But
fair.
it's pretty.
It's pretty glass, but like it's not like a
Shiny.
slab of diamond.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Maybe,
So
maybe
that
that's,
would be the value part of it.
Yeah, I think
But yeah, you're
that might
right.
be a
It is
question for
grown
us,
from
and
basically
ask her,
down in
kinda go
the
through it and see if
corpse
any
pit.
names jump out.
That
Yeah,
or
that's
is there
about where
pages missing
it was
that you
discovered,
like-
and then
Well, yeah, well that or
Harvested.
was alterations made while it was missing.
Because imagine they flick through the book and it's like Orgakoth is in the thing, and
His
all of a sudden all these
actual
things,
full name.
and all
Yeah.
these things link up, with
Well,
that
yeah,
red
yeah,
string.
I mean-
Or
It's moving
Malatar.
around.
By all means.
no, duh.
Yeah,
That's good, yeah.
I think that might be a question we'll take to Malison.
No,
'cause
I've,
that's the only value.
Got lots of work to do. Is there anything else I can help with?
No, I think that's about all.
Yeah.
Just wanted to, stop in and clear the air, as it were.
Mm.
And
Well-
assure you that at least some of our company is much less obnoxious.
Yeah.
I There were no hard feelings to you three. That was purely... It's an old wound.
Do you want to go for a walk outside? Maybe clear the air in the fresh air?
No, thank you.
You sure,
There's a lot
mate?
of work to do.
I have a lot of work to do. Do you want to come to lunch?
You see him sort of like
Would you like to
stretching out
leave?
the arm, stretching the hand, doing some wrist exercises.
The best part when he says
It's got like the RSI wrist
don't
strap
want
on.
Are you sure you don't want to come with us right now? Hey,
Very
Varys,
well.
you can stay
but
here.
I close the door.
Yeah, alright, I guess we'll leave
Much
it.
less obnoxious.
Hey,
But yes, enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah.
hey, thank you.
Door open, door closed.
Joke, I'll be
Doesn't
with you.
matter.
I just leave it like half.
He doesn't even turn as you're leaving. He's straight into his work. Seems to be repairing the binding on an old tome.
Can we maybe like look through the book and just see if any names jump out at us?
Yeah, well, I think where is the book, right? I
Seem
guess.
to do it.
Melson has it.
Yeah. So probably we'll just head back there, I guess,
Yeah.
and we'll just check out the catacombs. Yeah, when Kincaid's want to speak with dead. So.
We have a few dead people to speak to, so.
Sure. You look like you had something.
No, just thinking, still thinking.
Cool. Then you guys head back up and sort of...
book.
Yeah, you guys are just like mulling different ideas over, chucking it back and forth to try and figure out. You know.
what about if we cross index, blah blah blah, and blah blah
Yeah.
blah? No, nothing. Okay. So is there anything else like obvious that Kincaid could figure out, or that Millicene could?
No, there's not much else to be found. You're pulling information out of.
Well, it's like we're not looking for something. We're looking for what's not there, and that's what's significant. The
Yeah.
lack of, which is
And
much harder to.
You've got a lot of information
Yeah.
to
And
And it
sift.
doesn't actually tell you anything.
We're finding
tells
the
you what's
shape
not.
of the missing bits in the jigsaw,
Yeah.
which is a good start, but also
Not a jigsaw piece.
yeah. We know that there
That is
isn't a
correct.
jigsaw piece here.
We know that one fits here.
Yeah,
We don't know what shape.
and we don't have it.
Yeah.
Or know what it looks like, or is, or where it is.
But you have somewhat of a corner piece,
Yeah.
at least. So by the time you guys return, you knock on the office, and they're mid-discussion. You sort of enter. Any updates?
Well, Fargren was not very useful. He didn't have a lot of information for us, but in speaking with him, we kind of had a thought. Maybe
that he's an asshole?
Now,
Was that the thought?
brother, he is part
An
of your
asshole.
order.
Yes, an asshole part of my order.
That notwithstanding,
every order needs one.
they serve a purpose.
Every functioning body has one.
He is very good at what he does.
Yes, be an asshole.
Anyway,
You've changed. She says deadpan. You've changed.
I don't think I have.
I think. Fresh milk.
Then wash it down with some vodka.
yes, we had a thought that why would someone steal this book in the first place, and maybe there is a name in there that
Something like fall down the
That's loud.
stairs.
Nah.
There's
heard
a,
that sound.
a name in the book that has some significance, that because we were speaking, maybe there are powerful resurrection magics that can bring someone back with just a name. Is there someone of significance in that first book that just by knowing their name could be powerful, or
As well as it would be the only surviving record of that
yeah.
name.
And that would also be a reason to make an amendment, because that person is no longer dead.
Yeah. Or maybe the amendment was to remove their name because someone was going to use that name for
Nefarious purposes.
Say that again.
That the name was removed because the
Person.
person in question was resurrected,
is no longer dead.
and therefore does not belong in the Book of Slate with all the other, dead people.
Just spitballing, but
Has a grain of truth to it. That would make sense for his vision. His visions were always accurate.
What exactly was his vision?
Let me... She sort of starts going through the tome and summons the data required.
Control F. Fulgrim Vision. Sort date.
I'd say, yeah, Pilgrim Vision, 97,000.
Yeah, a lot
It's
of
just his dream journal.
Yep.
Dear diary, his little legs on the bed.
In feetsy pajamas.
Yeah, playing with his beard while he does it. I love it, and it's almost canon, but no.
He wasn't wearing feetsy
There
pajamas.
yeah, true. It had a butt flap
Yeah,
too.
oh boy, did it.
You get a few hits, and basically it's anything of note that he'd mentioned that came to be within his visions. In regards to the one that you're speaking of, the vision reads that he was visited in a dream by a shadowy figure. He believes Jurgal. He's always believed it was Jurgal, but there's no evidence behind that. And the figure mentioned that he needed to make an amendment or an erasure of the first name in the Book of Slate. The first original copy.
So the very first name needed to be amended.
Yes. That's quite interesting. And so she pulls it out like this big
Saria
on the
Harenwick.
table. Saria Har...
How do you spell that?
It's Serilla Harenwick, Harenwick.
Serilla Harenwick.
Does that name like click in any of our heads?
Does that ring any bells for any of us?
Any ding dongs?
Does it have the
Make
same?
a history check.
Does it have the same naming convention?
That's a 4. And I think that's a wisdom, so that's a 2.
That's very appropriate. Varus is like,
Intelligence. You're right. Yeah, I got nothing. 8.
I don't think 13's going to do much.
What about 18?
No.
Also no.
But better.
A better class of no.
Yeah.
My
wine
no has a
alcoholics.
little top hat.
It's like the wine alcoholics looking down on regular alcoholics kind of thing.
the name Harenwick is fairly well known.
Harenwick's Garden in the Vale.
As soon as he says it,
I forgot about that.
in Ashara.
Alright, so Harenwick.
Was it in the Vale or was it in the loom?
Uh,
I think it might have been the loom. It was just
it's
outside.
in the loom, yeah.
That was where the Alos had his little speaking, where the
Yes.
platform was being built.
Correct.
That's right. And we take so many notes. I did not make that connection. Good job, Stephen.
Way to go. Good intelligence. No.
Oh wait, Harenwick's Garden!
What is the significance?
In Ashara there is a public park called Harenwick's Garden, and it has roses maybe.
Harenwick?
Sure.
Does it
Okay.
have? It had something in
I
it.
couldn't tell you. Now that I'm
had
the old plants man, do I remember him?
Make an intelligence check. See if you can remember.
8.
It had something.
Since the name came to Thuridon's mind, does he remember? I remember it had statues of things.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like statues or gravestones
Yeah,
or
and
something.
this is where the plaque reading for the Harenwick family, basically.
Was Cyrilla's name,
Is
on
it
on
like-
that plaque?
We're going to have to go back and check.
Yeah, it's like this bench was like one of
Yeah.
those kind of ones.
In loving memory of.
And we
Yeah.
go back and Saria's name is like scratched out.
Can I try to remember if
If
Saria's name was on that plaque?
sure. Give it a
When
shot.
was this speech?
It's like on the middle of 6
was-
and 16.
Did you flip
I
straight to it?
flip and I just see Holy War against the Frogmen. I'm like, it's around here somewhere.
Yeah, it was.
Just before.
It was
before that.
Yida.
Yeah.
What did you roll?
So
for?
it was between 16 and 6, but leaning more towards the 6. So
Nice.
6.
Then no, you just remember it was on there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure what else to.
Hey Ricky, call Ronan.
Ronan
That's not a
is
bad idea.
Very sleepy.
He'd be fine by now.
It's the middle of his nap time.
Yes. We have a half-hour window in 3 days where he will be awake.
Alright, call Gil, call Alf, call bloody someone.
What about what was the coterie member that was in charge of like history and stuff, or wasn't there one in charge of like civic stuff?
That's not the kind of notes
Jeff
I take.
Goldblum.
Yeah.
It is, but I forgot my notebook.
Big quotes. That's my ballpark.
It's more just a random bunch of mess. There is
Can
no
my
value in
lantern
here, but I
succeed?
keep writing.
But I do it anyway.
I do it anyway.
Because it's sterile and I like the taste.
I have folded the page with the coterie members because I've had to flick back to it that many times.
Yeah, I
So we
put a
have-
sticky note on mine.
Combat, mystics and theology, exploration and cartography, guidance and wisdom, progress, reform, social welfare, secrets, intrigue, wealth, prosperity.
I mean, it could be any of them.
I mean,
We have been using Flinvar a lot, mystics and theology.
Theology, yeah.
Maybe Harrenwick was the first Alos, and therefore it's kind of theology. Who knows?
Who
it's not.
is there like?
Who's the historian or the social guy?
Is there like a Shara museum
Yaka, the big dragon ball.
in Ashara?
I'm trying.
No, mainly because it's a very new city. They
Yeah.
haven't prioritized
It's not religious.
making things like that. It's more get the structure done, get the housing done
And if anything,
first,
like it's a big
Yeah.
and that will come a bit
section
later.
of a garden
You would
in a big
you would
part of the
expect.
city. Like there's a
What about
got
the
a
money-
dedicated spot.
Yeah,
What
like,
about the
why did
money
they get
guy?
that?
What about the money guy? If it's called the Harrenwick Garden, it's like someone's given money
Someone
to the
had to
city
build
to
that.
call it that. Like
Yeah,
he'd
we'd call him.
you know, can you go show us the I don't know, look at the
And we did
accounts
just
for
make friends
whatever.
with him.
Yeah, but someone has to do the tour guide for this thing every year. Like someone has to know something about its origin.
Well, I mean, I've got a lot of spell slots, so we
'Cause
can
they would-
literally talk to a
Because
lot
keep
of
in mind, Ashara's only like 15 years old. They wouldn't just build this garden because it's
Right.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
have
yeah.
a garden for nothing.
It's only 15
It must be a pretty prominent family, like, still to this day.
Or something they did was worth
Or they helped
remembering.
found the empire, and, like, that's a pretty big deal if the
Alright, so
founding member is back alive, right?
investigate garden.
Do you want me to sending someone?
Yeah,
Or,
sending-
or
what
they're
do we say?
worried that they're going to bring them back. Maybe it was
Yeah.
like Jurgal, you know, insert entity here was warning,
Leave it at
was
that.
warning Farga and being like, scratch this name out because someone's going to try and
Someone's coming
steal
to-
the book. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what
like
I
it
mean.
could be either, or it could be like
And that's why they
it could be that, or it could be like they're back, get rid of the name.
Yeah, or someone's coming for the name. You need to find the book and scratch it out before whoever is seeking to use it for ill intent finds it and reads this name.
Should we be like guarding this book? We're still in the study, right, with Millicene? Yep. Do you have a safe?
Melusine.
Oh.
They don't have locks.
MELL.
Melicine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
Varys
have locks?
Varys asked Fargren about security, and he's,
They don't have security.
and he pretty much said, "What's security?"
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
yeah.
Well, most folks honor and revere the order for the service they provide.
There is also
Except
nothing
this-
of value.
Thalia,
Anywhere.
dark-bordered lady who was selling bodies.
There is also, well, yes, I suppose some find value in mundane things like corpses. In that case. But no, there are no locks on our doors.
You have private quarters, right? No, that's not good enough.
The beds are normally in their offices.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you look over in the corner. There's no bed here, but
okay.
this is
Should
her
we
office.
maybe hold on to this for the time being until we figure out what's
Time.
going on?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, didn't like our chances.
I mean,
do you have somewhere that if someone wanted to maybe get the book and use the names in it to resurrect people, you could put it somewhere where they wouldn't be able to find it?
Could we misfile it under your system?
Oh no, that
The
feels wrong.
deepest heresy.
Yeah.
I know, this sounds crazy.
Oh,
but
oh no.
They will expect it to be labelled. They will
Just
think.
piss on the cross, why don't you?
Look, in times of desperation,
She begins gyrating. Please refrain.
Statue of
one little one.
Gurgal starts bleeding.
crying blood. The quill in his hand is closed.
The candlelight flickers.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay, we get it.
Everything is in order. It's okay.
All right. Well, I don't think we're really going to be. Able
There
to
is
protect
no
this tradition.
misfiling in Bar Sing Say. There is no misfiling in Bar Sing Say.
Well,
In
I just don't know.
that
how we're going to.
vein of thinking, if what they're after is the information, we could replicate the information in multiple places. That way we always have record.
more chance
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Or should we fulfill
Are they-
Fulgrim's vision?
are they attempting to stop us from reading the name, or are they trying
We
to...
don't know.
In which case, they fail.
Yeah.
Look, I'm reading it right now.
I say, well, look, the five of us in this room have all seen this page. We can commit the name to memory.
And Fargrain. He has seen it.
He said he hadn't read it.
He restored it.
He restored it.
He might not have taken particular notice
Yeah.
of it, but he has
To
seen
him,
it.
it was just,
It was just another name.
repair the
but,
crystal.
But we can, us five
I'm
here,
very
can all make
suspicious
sure to,
of him.
we can all make sure to commit this first name to memory. But should we fulfill Fulgrim's vision and erase it?
But what if it wasn't actually Jurgal and it was some sort of dodgy entity, and as soon as we remove Cyrilla's name, the whole world explodes?
Kincaid,
Well,
brother,
all of his
hand
other
me
visions.
that chisel.
All of his other visions have been forthcoming and true, and
Forthcoming may not be correct. And
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but
correctly predicting small events.
we're
is
just
a good way to
discussing
get
this,
someone on
and
your
she's
side.
chipping
She's
it
just
off.
doing it.
Yeah, well, it doesn't seem to be a big deal, so this is easiest.
His visions have never failed. I have no reason to distrust that now.
Okay,
Well,
cool.
listen.
We know
well,
the name.
We do.
We do.
All of us have committed it to memory.
If need
Kind
be,
of.
we can replace it, but if that was the entire purpose of his vision, then we have done so.
Well, I mean, the book was missing for a year, so there's still the chance
Yeah.
for someone to. But at least we've tied
Yaka
up
and
this
just
loose
ask
end.
about it?
Yeah, or yeah. Do you want me to contact Yaka or Arthas?
Who's Yaka?
He's
Sorry,
a big
Nelson, that's up to
dragonborn.
you.
Member of the
Oh.
coterie.
Okay.
They
She
should
sort
know
of like
more.
begins sweeping up the chipped pieces of crystal, and the name is obliterated.
Okay.
And the world crumbles.
Who are you
Yeah.
going
Who,
to?
who do we think I should send?
So who were you thinking between?
Arthas, the money guy, because it's like, well, he would have had to control the money to like build the garden. So it's kind of like, would he have known why was so much money in a time when you're rebuilding a city and they're quite poor for resources?
To specifically build
Why was
that?
this beautiful garden built for this family?
The only thing with that is he might not, like, he might be able to go, oh yes, I have, donation receipt here from Heronwick family, but I didn't really look into it further.
Yeah, he
Then
might
I'll go.
not
He might be
actually
able to
know the,
confirm and give us dates
Yeah.
of things, but he might not have details
Well, then I
about.
can just ask someone else. But
What about
Yakuba's
Secrets Lady?
history.
Secrets lady?
Yeah,
Eleanor.
sexy spy lady. Maybe she would be.
Yeah, no.
Spot on.
You
I
said
think
she
you're onto
was
something.
sexy.
I mean, you're not into
Says Kincaid, breaking the fourth wall again.
you're not into the elven, but
But if I was,
damn.
Maybe if
not
I was
enough
not
shell
a
for my
purple-
taste, but
Not enough shell.
If you had some more spikes on your back, oh, boy, schmoy.
So,
I'll do Eleanor.
sending
okay,
to
what am I
Eleanor
asking?
Amakir.
Let's not waste this. We want to ask, hey Eleanor, do you know the significance?
Of
Do
the
you
Heronwick
know
family,
there's
more
a-
specifically Saria.
we're
Yeah.
looking
What
for
is the significance of the gardens?
looking for information on Saria Heronwick and the Heronwick family.
Yeah.
Phrase that as a question, it'll cut down on the words. Sort of like.
I'm going to help you out here. Try and be specific because you've got a 25-word response.
Why were the Heronwick
Why were the
gardens
gardens built? Okay, yeah.
But she might tell us that, which might not tell us
yeah,
anything about. She's
exactly.
like, oh, we needed a civic park.
The Harenwick family paid for it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. What, like,
Why
is
was the
this-
garden
tell us-
dedicated to
what-
the Harem?
what is
Yeah.
the significance?
What is the
of
significance of
Harenwick
the Harenwick
Yeah.
family,
Yeah.
more specifically,
All the
Saria Harenwick?
yeah, what's
Yeah.
can you tell us what's significant about the Harenwicks and the Harenwick family, particularly Saria?
Okay.
And
yeah,
leave
I'll
some
ask-
space there for peace.
I'll ask that to Eleanor.
Okay, say it again.
Hey, Eleanor. What did we say? What?
What is the significance
What-
of
yeah.
the Harenwick family, more specifically Saria? Peace.
Reviews 8.
Saria
What are we-
Harenwick.
Wait, yeah, what?
What is the significance of the Harenwick family, specifically Saria?
Specifically, yes, that's only 11
yeah,
words.
easy. Yeah,
in
yeah,
total.
And you
room
could
to
put
spare.
for the last like 10
All the guns.
sheets, first name in books of slate.
She might know what that means. I'll use the other 10 to go. P.S. Looking forward to high tea when I'm in town.
BT dubs, you still single, lol?
Ever dated a 97-year-old?
What you up?
Oh my word.
Should just start every. We have to first spend a spell slot just to say
Hey,
that.
hey, BB, you up? What you wearing?
The dishonor
That's
of messaging
There was
someone
there was
that.
a meme that I saw that was like, "Hey, what you up to? Just got back from the gym." And the thing was like, if you ever get a message from a guy saying he just got back from the gym, that means he's dangerously horny.
Dangerously full of testosterone.
I like it. Right. Oh, Ricky.
You're so fine, you're gone.
Hey, Ricky. I would prefer to speak of that in person. There is history behind this. Come find me when in Ashara next.
Lady, that's going to be like 2 weeks away.
Maybe
I
more.
really need those teleport spells.
Yeah, well, what level do you need to be for that? Like,
2 more levels.
oh, okay.
And we level up twice.
Kind of good.
Double level.
Alright, Tyranny history.
Well, I'll relay that.
Secret.
I'll say, oh, guys, I think my charm and handsomeness has finally come back to bite us.
It's because she couldn't see you, man.
Yeah, she said she'd only talk about it if I took her out on a date, so...
She is so thirsty she cannot remember
That's an
the
actual one from my
information.
inside.
You're like, damn.
She's into it.
She likes the
That is
beards.
a 28 on deception.
Good luck seeing through that.
The
King K
player.
might be the only
They'll
one. who-
try.
Oh, I don't think I can even like
Come on, baby, not 20.
10. No,
Say-
16.
Yeah, I got a 19 plus 9.
Oh damn, the woman, she is parched. Cause she's so thirsty for you, Ricky.
Oh.
Grease me up, boys.
Alright, so the Harenwick history we will have to address at a later date.
Yeah.
So let's put it this way. You asked the Keeper of Secrets something.
To be that
You
we
got-
could send through the most secret telephone ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that no one can intercept.
It's a peer-to-peer
Yeah.
encrypted
It's a peer-to-peer
docking
mind
Encrypted
docking.
mind docking.
Oh
The
no.
brain stems dock.
Oh my.
That's what sending is now.
Well, I'm never using
Mind
that skill
docking.
again.
Can't dock with me. I don't have an uncut brain.
But yes, not a surprising thing that she keeps her secrets.
Right. Alright, so
Yeah, she wants
probably-
to. We'll have to
We can
work
Who
for
was
it,
the
like, do
other
a
guy?
favor or-
Was it the history guy?
So
I was thinking maybe Arthas, the money guy, or Yaka, the social services
Yeah.
guy.
social services.
Yeah.
Sort of.
You try, but
Unless we want to just ask the Alice straight up.
I mean, I don't really. Oh, I
Is he
we could
taking
ask-
messages?
Yeah,
I
I really,
really
I
doubt
do
we'd
not
be able
feel
to directly
comfortable.
message him.
I do not at all feel comfortable.
Hey,
messaging.
Big A.
Hey,
You know who probably wouldn't mind.
Big A, what if? I know you like holding the realms down and shit, but can you help your brother out? Can you throw a dog a bone, man?
And that's the first spell burn. You
It's
just
just no response required.
you just sent him that and like have not conveyed at all.
No context whatsoever about what we
We
need.
then receive a sending. The Alos has died of a stroke.
So dumb.
So obnoxious.
He was taking his painkillers at the time of the message, and he was just like, "Nope."
Too much. Too much.
All right, so that'll have to be a
We
later
could
date and
ask
time.
what's
Alpinus.
Alpinus?
Yeah.
Could ask
Ax-
Alf if he knows his
Aximus.
history.
Action.
Maximus and Aximand is his
Yeah,
pop
I
pop.
keep
And then
going to call him
Axador
Axaman.
is, yeah, his grandfather.
So many Axe Alf.
Mm.
The sickness of Axamand.
Or we could go hunt for some rogue geologists and save the spell slots.
Yeah,
for the
probably
end of the
that.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also because like I was thinking I could do it, but then I was like, oh, speak with Dead's 3rd level.
Where's Speak to Dead
Oh, right.
twice?
Yeah,
Have
we-
you got 2 spell slots?
Catacombs and go. See
Yeah,
if we can
I've
track
got
down-
2 3rd levels and I've got a 4th level.
So you could theoretically upcast.
In theory, oh, okay.
Can you upcast it?
No. So I'd probably I could do like 2, and then at the end of the day I could do a 4th level sending. I don't think I don't think upcasting sending does anything, does it?
We have a couple sendings we need to do as well.
I'd allow.
You get an extra 5 words.
Yeah, more characters.
Or like 9th level spellcasting kids.
Ninth
Imagine
level
sending someone a
spellcasting.
novel.
Incoming novels.
Hey, baby,
It's
you
like
up?
you,
I
when,
want
when
like
people
auto
are sending like
send
the,
as well.
the voice notes and it's like capped out and sends
Yeah.
as multiple voice
Yeah,
messages.
9 minutes, 59 seconds. Next one sends 9 minutes.
Just
No.
carries around a thing that he just records all of his thoughts on a day and then just sends that
What,
at
it's
the
like-
end of the night to someone
I was
else.
gonna say the
And it just plays the whole night.
I think it was the Documancer or
Yeah.
one of the acting roles literally got a brain in a jar that you would speak to, and it could then speak back your thoughts.
Yeah.
What did
Like,
I
it was
say
like a
about that
recorder.
thing?
yeah,
Yeah.
Like, blah, 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 blah.
yeah. It's literally like a recorder.
That's cool.
Pretty handy.
I like it. So,
I quite seriously considered it.
plan of action.
Speak with Dead.
Catacombs.
Okay. Well, notify me when you are.
know where Fulgrim's body is. You didn't, did you?
No, we could.
Shall can we look it up?
Yeah. Might as
The interment.
And also, what's his name? Mothman. What was his name? Munther.
McMahon. The guy
his
before
name?
Fulgrim.
The guy
Oh,
before.
the
I'm enjoying you trying to figure it out.
the guy before
Mothball.
the
Mothman.
guy before
Hans
Melusine.
Moleman.
Methund.
Methun.
Methuselah.
Close. I believe it
McMahon.
was Mafid, but
Vince
yeah,
McMahon.
Not according to my notes.
not up here.
According to my documents, it's Mothman.
So,
Mothman.
she looks it up. Gives you a location in the catacombs. I'm not going to come up with a whole
He's
filing
in-
system.
He is in pile C. Good luck. Oh,
Just the chute with the sea above it and then just a pile beneath it.
good luck.
No, it's just the sea.
through the dunny hole
Yeah.
straight out into the ocean.
Just straight.
None of this is wasted. So you would know
Put
that
him down the old,
baby turtle something.
put him down the corpse luge.
the only
Why don't I just imagine they strap him to a skateboard?
No, there's just a ship going past and you see just a body.
What did the Jamaican bobsledder say?
And I thought there was nothing fun to do around here.
It's bobsled time! Runnings!
I was just getting there. Actually, I take it back. There is one fun thing to do around
It's one.
if you've got a big shell, you can survive.
Take a run up and just troop into the shell.
Alright, catacombs.
Yes.
So you would know that any of the order that you are a part of, any of your corpses are interred separately. Other than that, there's really no distinction. So you head down to that section.
Does locate object work on someone's rib or something?
Just says describe
An object you're
a name. Describe or name an object that's familiar to you. Can locate a specific object known to you. Just says
Ingram's corpse.
it. Just says
I
it. Just says object. A
Yeah.
specific object.
I'm pretty. Once
Dead
someone
body
dies,
parts are an object.
They become
Corpse is an object.
A living person is an object if you think about it the right way.
Depends on what you're after, but yes.
Fulgrim skull.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fulgrim skull, locate object.
Okay, so just putting this out there, I will not allow that on a living person
Yeah.
because that would completely go
then there's-
outside
And also
of what
there is
the
a whole spell
does.
called locate person.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is higher level.
But a
for
dead
very
person,
reason.
I'd allow
A
that.
part of a dead person, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's an
particularly his skull, because that's what we need.
I was
Yeah.
just going to say his corpse.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that
but
or
what
a
if he's
skull.
like in the bone pit and like his shit's just splattered everywhere?
He
Whereas
wouldn't
his
have been
skull's
bones
what
yet.
The skull's the
Torsos.
important.
Well, he died like a year ago.
Like, he doesn't actually need a voice box.
He just needs a skull and a jaw.
You just need
This is
to
correct.
And if he's missing his jaw, we'll just play do like a little puzzle. We find, okay, does this jaw match with
Try
your head?
this one. I'll hold it. Yep. So who's casting it? Sorry.
I can cast it.
Speak with Ted.
If you want to just save your spell slots.
Well,
like,
Oh no, we know,
locate
object.
we know where it is, didn't we? Don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Locate object.
You know
though.
the area it's in.
Yeah,
I
she
think.
gave us.
Well, do we
general
do we want to
location.
go there and have a look?
Well,
Yeah,
we'll
we
investigate
can't
first. We
find
can't.
it.
Yeah,
sure.
we'll investigate first, and then if we can't
Just
find it,
potentially
we'll
save a spell slot.
Yeah, it's good.
All right. Make an investigation check. I'll give like 2 people can make it. Roll it with advantage. So
I have +1 to
I
investigation.
have +0.
I have +2.
I have +2.
So you guys should
You
do
two.
it.
you
Let's
boys.
go, Barris.
And I'll bet you Losny, the winner, 3
18.
Nice.
+3.
Yeah.
Or is that
was
including
with a
3?
+3.
Well, you know it's a dwarf, so shorter stature skeleton. Fairly recent, should be
Probably
somewhere
has
near
a
the
beard.
top. I wonder how long it takes
What
for him to
happens
be.
continues to
He
grow.
hangs around.
Yeah.
I mean, have you
Does it?
seen when they go underneath the castle and a great big,
Big
bushy
bushy
beard?
Nice. I was just about to. But yeah, true. So yes, with that you would be able to find the corpse. of Fulgrim.
Brilliant.
This looks like
Your
an old
mentor.
dwarf.
Oh, there he is!
Can we just have a quick little look at this skeleton and does it look like, the ribs are broken right here where a knife might have gone right into the heart or something? Or...
Can we tell
Do
you how he
it.
died?
Pull the corpse out. Are you doing it reverently, or are you doing it just like yoink?
I mean, it's his mentor, so I'll probably be
Yoinks.
reverent.
Very fitting.
Yeah, Barris was like, how do you
Varus
wanna do
starts.
Oh,
Grabs
okay,
him by the
well,
spine and just whips him out.
Varus like
By
pulled
the
out his
ankle.
kit with some gloves and like two
Yeah,
very
he
meticulously like
starts dusting the bones off.
An arm is like caught under another body. Kincaid just kicks it off.
We just need your head.
Well, you need the body for autopsy, somewhat. So, how much flesh would be left after a?
I'm not
Like,
gonna-
yeah.
I don't want to Google
That's why
that.
I'm looking for broken
Not a
bones where
lot.
the knife went in.
Um,
Because that's a
You can
very
tell.
valid
You can
part of
tell
autopsy.
lots from a very old skeleton. I've watched all of Bones,
well, that's
and
lucky.
they find stuff from like 100 years ago. Like the shape of the pelvis tells you what
Let's-
they ate for their last
Let's
meal
go
and stuff.
a medicine check, and I'll give you
It
advantage.
takes
if...
3 weeks to several years, depending on factors such as temper and humidity.
Okay. Well, there
Temperature.
would be a bit of flesh left
Right, it's
in that
13.
case. It's very
So, well,
cool and dark.
one
and
month-
Submerged in water.
One
as well.
month after death, the body starts to liquefy.
B.
Giggity.
So
Yeah.
it's been about a year.
If it's in a coffin, 10 to 15 years.
Okay.
What
it in a
about,
coffin?
what about a mass
It's
grave?
close
Google
to a
that.
coffin.
It's not in a coffin, but it's
catacomb.
next to a coffin.
It's in a catacomb. Like, it's dry, it's dark, it's out of the sun.
Musty.
I got an 18.
Okay, sorry. 18 and
13.
13. Alright. On an 18. Yeah, there are definite puncture wounds in the back.
In the back.
Can I tell, like, do they look like sword, arrow, knife,
Axe.
Smaller.
Stiletto.
arrow,
More on
arrow,
that.
dagger?
Someone
does
that's
say
familiar with
years.
daggers,
They look
Takes
like
15
daggers.
years for it to be just
I
bones.
recognize those sorts of wounds anyway.
Anywhere.
Sorry, arrow marks.
Nope. Dagger.
Dagger.
In the back.
Very fine.
A few.
Not just one.
How many?
Doesn't take that many to kill a
Five.
regular man. Oh, wow.
He was
shit.
badass.
Maybe it did.
He was not a regular man.
He was not a regular man. He took that
He-
like a champion.
He was your hero.
and he then came all the way back.
And walked back with the 5 daggers.
which is why he died of his wounds.
It's just a flesh wound. I mean, 5 flesh
Five of them.
wounds, but
Can you? Well, I'll ask the medical boys. Can you do like that thing where they check inside the mouth if he was poisoned or something? If his tongue is purple and not black or something
His
weird like that?
tongue's decomposed about 7 months ago.
So Ricky's got his handkerchief. He's standing back probably 10 feet because
Is
it's
that something you
pretty
can do?
putrid down
I don't know,
here.
man. The 5 dagger wounds in the back kind of rule out poison for me.
it might have been poisoned and stabbed. You know the famous monk Rasputin?
Yes.
He
Then
was-
rolled up in the carpet.
He
and
was
thrown over a waterfall.
stabbed, shot, poisoned, dick cut
Drowned.
off, drowned in carpet.
And then he got
He
out of
only
there.
died of hypothermia.
What a
Forget how he
beast.
died eventually.
Yeah, hypothermia.
Oh, there you go.
Crawled out of the river and then was like, "Yeah, it's
Oh
cold."
yeah, he was too drunk, fell in the river, and then crawled out.
No, he was wrapped up in a blanket, chucked
Yeah.
in there.
Crazy story.
They thought he
Anyway,
died.
his tongue.
Anyway.
I believe the tongue, eyes, and like any soft sort of tissue would be gone at this point. There'd
He's all
be
gone, just skull.
somewhat desiccated, withered flesh, some muscle.
Sort of the mummy.
Oh, nice. We've even got props.
He's all gone, there's just skull.
The jaw seems wired shut somehow.
We'll fix this.
Oh,
Bite the curb.
Oh, I was doing like opening like a bottle.
He wasn't doing American History X to him.
Okay, so what questions are we going to be asking?
Yeah, yes,
Full
full
group?
Fargrim, I knew him well.
Yes. All right.
What? How many questions do you get again?
Fargrim.
Fulgrim.
I mean,
Okay.
full.
Yeah,
far.
5.
Full
And
far.
is it like yes or no's only sort of thing?
So
Or
you can
only
answers-
stuff they would know in their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it can say anything, but it just doesn't know. So you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. The corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy, which it doesn't, so that's good.
Yeah, but we're mates even, so
Yeah.
or you're mates.
The spell doesn't return the creature's soul to its body, only its animating spirit. I don't know what that's deep
So-
philosophy that
That just means a talkie
yeah.
So,
ghost.
yeah.
Thus,
It
the
means-
corpse
yeah, it means
can't
actually bring them
learn.
back to
Yeah,
life.
the corpse can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that has happened since it died, and can't speculate about future events.
Yeah.
That part's confusing.
So
Well,
who
and
killed
that,
you?
That part's going to be significant because we can't say, "Hey, we found the Book of Slate." He'll be like,
that wasn't a
"Does-
question.
Yeah, look,
Yeah. So who killed you won't work, but who do you suspect killed you? Will.
you know what happened.
He will
the
give us
day of
his
your
best guess.
attack, and
Mhm.
Sort of
what were you doing at the time of you were attacked?
When
Like,
you were attacked, yeah.
Where were
Okay,
you?
so
Like,
Killed you?
Who,
Why
who
did-
do you
Where
think
when you were
killed?
attacked?
where
who-
were you?
So,
Might be a good one.
who do you think killed you? Why did you need to amend Cyrilla Harrenwick's name in the
Saria.
Book of Slate? Saria, sorry. Do you love Kincaid more than Fargrim?
Put that one as number
We don't
6.
need. We don't need to ask that. We know.
We know that, yeah.
We absolutely know that he did.
Who was Saria Harrenwick?
Why is
Maybe.
Fargrim such an asshole?
Okay, so
Because
Where did
the
you
way
go
it's
so?
getting better.
Where did you go so wrong?
okay, so we've got 2. Who do you suspect killed you, and where were you when you were attacked? There was 2 legitimate questions. I feel like
No,
there's a third
why
one.
did you need to amend Saria Harrenwick's name in the Book of Slate?
Well,
Well, I mean, we
Why,
know
he's gonna
about
say
much.
visions.
Yeah.
I had a vision from a shadowy figure saying blah blah blah.
Dude,
we
dude.
could do something. It could be something more like.
What specific reason?
I was gonna say we know you had a vision. Blah 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 blah.
what was the last lead he investigated?
Yeah, maybe.
But he was looking for the book, I suppose. It might have some. We could follow
Who do you
it,
think
I
could you?
suppose.
Where were you? Where you attacked? I was gonna would a question about Wyatt and Bleak Nest be worth it? Just because we don't understand. Like we know that that's where the Rolosaurus has got the lead
Or-
from
yeah,
on the
even-
book.
Did
What,
you
what
have
about
like-
Talia?
Oh,
Yeah, that's really.
and also, did you have any leads that led to Bleak Nest? Might be an alright one.
Yeah, where were you? I think Talia
It's
would
probably
be
a good
better. That's
What do
probably
you know
a
about
better
Talia
a
Darkwater?
better one. Yeah. Like we think that Talia was selling bodies. Do you know anything suspicious about her?
Well, remember, he can't learn new information. So if he doesn't know she was selling bodies or whatever,
Yeah,
he's gonna.
well, so yeah, what do you know about Talia Darkwater?
Do you know who was selling the bodies? And we can ask about, I don't know, what can you tell us about Talia? Who is Talia Darkwater? No, that's like,
Yeah.
she was the thing before this guy.
What happened to Talia Darkwater?
Yeah.
How did she die? Where is she? Where is her body? Maybe.
I'm just gonna sending Talia Dark. Where on to you, Missy?
Also, by the by, the Speak with Dead potion was just Speak with Dead in a potion, right? Like you just get the same 5 questions.
effect.
It's not you get a minute of talking.
Yeah.
Was it with
Not
spirits or with like same Speak with Dead stuff?
So
Okay.
it's speaking with ghosts
Yeah,
more
with
than
the spirits
speaking with
that
it.
show up on the islands.
Yeah.
So it probably wouldn't work on the corpse, but if we came across his spirit floating around, you could quickly.
So you would not have understood any of the noises that you'd heard while you're in Fawnmouth.
Yeah,
Yeah, is it almost more like comprehend languages, but
Yeah,
like for
somewhat.
a minute and
For-
specifically with
Ghosts.
with those creepy whisperings.
Is it like in Lost when they hear like the whispers in like season 2?
I never watched season 2.
I think it was in season 1 as well. They hear
Yeah.
some whispers,
All right. So
like when they
that's
approach
interesting, but maybe not in me.
the French
Yeah.
lady's hut.
Do we have 5 questions?
I don't know, like
We
we have like
Too
about
long ago.
15, but
Well,
I don't
yeah.
know what's the best way to phrase the question about Talia Darkwater.
What do you know about Talia Darkwater? Was there anything suspicious about
Yeah.
Talia Darkwater?
What suspicious or unusual things can you tell us about Talia Darkwater? Something
Well, yeah.
like, do you know what I mean?
Did you
Something
have
like
any
that.
suspicions about Talia?
But then he might
Yeah.
just say yes.
What specific?
Yeah.
Suspicions, if any, did you have?
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Specific suspicions.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Because he can't just say yes.
Yeah,
What-
well, yeah, I mean,
What- That's not
or he's just like,
specific.
yeah, generally I had some issues with her.
What strange things did you notice or
Yeah,
suspect?
but then he could just say like she used to pick her nose only with her left.
We
index
might
finger.
find out that that's significant.
Yeah. Because produced twice the normal amount of boogers.
And that's how we're going to find him in a
That's how
crowd.
we're gonna. Yeah,
Find some
left-handed. We're
snot
gonna...
demon.
We've solved it. We've cracked the case.
I mean, do we want like that's because that's 3. Do we want to kind of like not do the
Suss
last
from
2
there.
because we might want to do follow up from
Yeah.
or one of the first ones might answer? Like we might be like, who do you think killed you? And he's like, Talia Darksinger, who I always suspected because I saw her every midnight with the corpse cart and a bag of money.
It always struck me as strange.
And I didn't mention
hope
it
that's how he
because my
answers it.
son's a dick.
And I've always loved you more. Oh, perfect.
Such a skin cave.
I wish you
Well,
were my son.
is so easy.
Okay, quick question. So with Speak with Dead, so you can cast it on a body, ask 3 of your 5 questions, leave, the spell runs out, you come back, you cast it again, and you get to ask your
No,
last
they'll be
2? Is that
stuck
what
there
we're saying?
forever.
No, duration of
Oh,
10
he will
minutes.
just be permanently
He'll be waiting for the
conscious.
last 2 questions.
It's no.
After 10 minutes, it'll run out, and then we won't be able to cast it for like 7 days.
10 days.
10 days.
Okay, so...
So the duration, we've got 10 minutes to ask these questions.
Right, but...
Which is like plenty of time, but
yeah, but
it
so
is something to be aware of.
We
for
can't
sure.
really come back to him.
Yeah, there's no immediate downside to actually asking all 5 questions, even if we've only got
No.
3 good ones.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, 100% we ask, like,
We'll use all
we'll
five,
use
but
all 5, but
in case we need follow-ups on the first couple that are very important, we won't plan for the last 2.
Like, if he answers it in a way that just adds another question to it, we have
Yeah.
those 2 there, and we're not like,
Chase those
oh
down.
no, we need these
Yeah.
2 very specific things answered as well.
Okay, so the first 3 are...
who do you think killed you?
Yep.
Where were you when you were attacked?
Yep.
What strange things did you notice or suspect about Talia Darkwater?
And what
Why
were
did
the
you need
follow-ups
to amend Saria Heronwick's
Oh,
name?
we do, yeah. But that's
Okay,
what we were
that
saying.
one
Will
we
the
should-
answer just be...
What
no,
if-
What was
What
the
about-
specific
what about-
reason why you needed to erase
Well, I was going to
Saria
say,
Heronwick?
why do you believe Jergal told you in the vision? Like, why do you believe
Believe that it
Jergal
is
wanted?
Jergal?
Well, we know that he
Like,
believed
what,
it was
what reason
Jergal.
did he think he had to
Yeah,
do it
like
for?
why do you think Jergal wanted you to
Oh.
erase?
Okay.
Yeah,
What was the reason why Jergal wanted you to erase Saria Heronwick's name from
Yeah.
the Book of Slate? Because that gives the reason from Jergal. It's not like, oh, Jergal told
Well,
me to.
yes, if Jergal shared his reasoning with him.
Yeah.
and that's why I said, why do you think? Because if we might be like, what reason did Jergal give? You might just be like, none.
No.
Whereas if he's like, why do you think? And he might be like, well, this,
Prevent
and it
bad
might
shit.
be because he thought that, or it might be because, well, I think that it's because, you
Of the
know,
prophecy of Victhar. Or...
And then we're like,
and
"Oh."
because, and then we could do a, like, if we need to, we could do a why do you think that? And it might be just based on blah, 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 blah. Or it might be like, because that's what he said. Or he might tell us that as part of the answer.
Okay.
What do you think the reason Jergal asked you to amend Saria Helmwick's name is?
Was. Or was.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
why do you suspect Jergal asked you to erase Saria
Yeah,
Harem's?
why do you think Jergal wanted you
Yeah.
to erase?
Okay, I like that one. Tricky business. Speaking with the dead. We're gonna get through all these questions.
The
We're gonna
other
go past them,
one...
It's not gonna work.
Oh, 100%.
It's been used in the last 10 days.
Yeah.
How can we make cash money in Formouth?
I was going to say something about... Yeah, so then the other one could be
There's
something...
a huge opioid market.
Something about, like... I don't know exactly, but kind of what you said about, like, why were you there? Like, what lead were you following?
investigating?
Like, someone...
Someone was like, he has to die now.
Something that would let us retrace his steps,
Yeah.
like, in his investigation.
Especially if he's like, yeah, I was in Midhome, the baker's wife had seen someone, or, you know, this ship person had taken someone in the middle of the night from the Crystal Archive.
Yeah.
I was, you know, like, that could give
Yeah.
us a lead
Yeah,
to them.
for sure.
A poem led me to this land that the Harenwicks owned 100 years ago.
Yep.
And then
Yep, I was
shortly
in
after leaving
Midhome
the
and
property,
it-
I was stabbed in the back 5 times.
I
For
left-
completely unrelated
I
reasons.
left Midhome and I told only Fargrim about my secret plan.
And then I died. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I'm
Something
cool
like that.
with... This all seems relatively thought out. Let's get out there and freewheel it. Let's
Yeah.
kick some goals.
Alright.
Fulgrim!
But you lost me?
Slap
Casting
his chrome dome.
Speak with Dead. And the
Wherefore art thou?
Sorry,
soft
mate, you got a little something in there.
the soft green energy diffuses around the skull, and you see, you know, just these pinpricks of light behind the eyes, and the jaw opens ever so slightly with a
Well, hello, Fargrim. It is Dr. Brother Kincaid. We have some questions for you. Who do you think killed you?
He was killed by highwaymen, bandits, thieves.
To the best of his knowledge.
Highwaymen. Hold on, that. Send me back.
Please let that be all of your questions.
We want to ask more questions about the highwaymen. I'm not talking to you.
Pretty sure.
Maybe let's ask the next.
No, I'm like not talking to him.
Ask the
no,
next
no.
question.
Yeah, go
and
through
then-
our
Like with the
Go
phone,
through
you
our
cover the ears.
I think,
Ask the next question.
think
then
next
we'll-
yeah.
Where were you when you were attacked by these highwaymen, bandits, and thieves?
He was returning from Stonebreak. I was accosted on the road.
Has that road got a name? No.
Couldn't. No, the way that would be a question.
It would be.
You couldn't give us the exact location.
Could it?
But
That's not a question. Could it?
but
I
it
didn't finish the sentence. It doesn't count.
would be interesting to now ask what lead he was following up, because it could be like, oh, I was speaking to Ostran because he's a dealer of goods, and then we could be like, Ostran, what the hell?
Well, yeah, I think question 3.
Because if he was leaving Stonebreak, like, oh, he got shanked at Stonebreak, and then he went all the way around here to God's War Keep.
He's badass.
Yeah, he went through 3 towns, but no,
Okay.
just went to the keep.
Maybe, yeah, but Talia. No.
Obviously covering why you're saying this.
No, but Talia. Yeah, and
Yeah.
then maybe we
Yeah,
circle
we
back
wanna
to
stick-
the road.
I think we want to stick with the questions that are going to cover the most bases.
Okay. What strange things did you ever notice or suspect about Talia Darkwater?
You're holding it in front of your mic. Just so you know.
things did you ever notice or suspect about Talia Darkwater?
She was a beautiful woman. She was studious, but a free spirit. Smart. But I was not a fan of her choice of pets.
Of pets.
Pets or pets or pets?
Pets.
Pets.
Well, I kind of want to follow up on that.
Yeah. That's probably info we can get from someone else, though.
Yeah, but did they know her?
We'd have to find someone who's older at the thing, but
Or just
someone
another,
would
or just a
know.
corpse from that, any corpse from that time.
I mean,
Yeah,
we were
fair.
gonna.
Maybe that's a vibe of just like ask another corpse, just like pick a corpse from that time
looks-
and be like 5 questions
I mean,
about Talia
We were
Darkwater.
gonna ask Menthol about things, so.
Menthol.
Herbert Egbert again.
Well, we've done it with a few people.
That's okay.
But didn't like her pants. Pets. Hi, women and pants. Okay.
Question Trez?
4.
4.
Why do you think that Jergal wanted you to erase Seria Herenwick's name from the books of Slate?
There is only one reason to enter a name, and that is if the owner of said name is dead. My understanding was that person was no longer dead.
Oh boy.
So, definitely resurrected then, by the sounds of it.
Something like that. Do we want to follow number 5?
We've kind of got some free reign. We can follow up about the strange pets,
Whatever you feel like.
or we can ask a different kind
Oh,
of
the
pet.
strange pets or exact location where.
I feel like the strange pets is something we can find out somewhere
Yeah.
else.
Probably.
An old person in the keepers, another corpse, something like that.
So just so you know, Fulgrim died at the ripe old age of about 147.
Wow.
So that was pretty recent. At this stage, there wouldn't be anyone approaching that age.
But we could find another corpse.
You could,
It's
yes.
similar.
Or even
But-
just
Suppose.
just
From-
like
from what you know
someone
of.
from around here. They don't necessarily have to be a keeper. Like if she was the head scribe of the order.
Someone else.
Well, yeah, we just need someone that died while she was around.
Yeah, people remember that the queen had corgis, even if they weren't like personally hanging out with her.
The Queen had what?
Corgis.
That she wasn't alive anymore. So I feel like
So we can either go the pet route or asking specifically where he got accosted.
Maybe the where on the road might be.
just because we could find that other
what
ways,
about
but
what
also
leads?
it's just a lot of
It's a lot of fucking around.
What about
it's a
the
lot
what
of it's a
lead?
lot of road to just wander around.
Which one?
Like the what lead were you following up that led you to Stonebreak?
Well, I know that he was looking for Austrian, wasn't it? That's in my backstory because that's what I left
That's why you ended up in Stonebreak.
You were looking for Austrian, yes.
because that was like the name that,
That
he
was,
said
that
or
was
something.
the last piece of information that you received
Yeah, from
from
Okay,
him.
so you kind of know what lead he was following up already.
well, there might be another one, but like given that we already have an explanation that kind of fits this, that like he went to Ostran maybe and was coming back from there, like that kind of makes sense. Could have been random attack, could have been related to this. Is the like is it then worth following up on the like why do you think I feel like either the why do you think Jergal, like when she's like my understanding is that she wasn't dead anymore.
Well, yeah, the way
That
I think. The way
like,
I
did
think he
Jergal
answered
say
it-
that?
Well, the
He
way I
said-
think he answered it, he's like, in his entire life working for this order, names were only entered into the book for
yeah.
one single reason. So to remove a name,
Therefore-
there is only one reason to remove a name.
She's
Yeah.
no-
And that is
yeah.
not something that happens often. You even felt wrong about crossing Ronan's name out.
Yeah. Okay, well then is it the wear on the road just saves us a whole bunch of time of potentially.
It gives us
It gives them a place to investigate as
It
well.
makes chasing down a lead that could have some value easier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It removes busy work for us. It's
Yeah,
guaranteed win.
It might turn to nothing, but it gives us an immediate next step.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Pretty much.
That's a word there. Where, more specifically and exactly on the road from Stonebreak returning to here were you when you were attacked?
I was performing rites and services in Gullview. I returned. Was accosted about a half day's travel from the keep. And with that, the magic animating Fulgrim's skull with, withered flesh, pallid, desiccating in this crypt, becomes lifeless again.
Thank you for your help, Senpai.
Oh yeah, he used to live on the table, didn't he?
Yeah, I think at some point we just had like a tidy up and they all went up there because I got a pipe as well.
Yeah.
My goblet.
And your
And the-
feather.
I remember the
and the
pipe.
Russian dolls. Yeah.
So,
Where is
questions
mouth?
complete.
So, would at least these guys know where Goldview is?
Isn't it? It's on the map, isn't it?
I don't think it's on the map.
Yeah. I really thought it was. The name certainly rings a bell.
You would be aware of its location.
Lasted a day from the keep.
A half day from the keep.
I think it said 1.5 days. Was it a half day?
Half day. Makes sense why when he was stabbed, he's like, I'm just going to continue on. I'm
Yeah, only half
an
an day out.
afternoon away.
I just get running.
It's just around the basin. That's upside down.
What crippled old man can outrun a group of highwaymen? After he got 5 daggers in his spine.
Yeah, what did he fight
A
them off?
badass one.
Damn, we should have
Was
asked
he
that.
like a level 12 something or other? Like, did he actually know how to kick ass or?
Took him 5 stab wounds
Well,
and then
I-
he didn't even die.
I mean,
so-
he was like so there's the keepers of the Crystal Archive, and then there's like sort of their little sub group.
Nerd scribes.
No, the opposite, the jock scribes, sort of.
Well, you are.
The alabaster scribes. So there's the keepers of the Crystal Archive, and then the alabaster scribes. Like, you think about, like, if there is police force, and if you take all the people, like, 90% of them aren't actually out on the beat. They're, like, payroll and stuff. And then it's only, like, 10% are the actual police out doing the things.
If
So-
that's what you do, that's really mismanaged.
It's more like all the boring people we've met here are one, and Kincaid and Fulgrim were the other.
The
Yeah.
basketballers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So if anyone
something.
could,
Well, it's like
something
think of
you
like a
would
whole
know.
army. You've got all your support services
Yeah.
and stuff, and then you've got the ones who actually
Yeah,
are out doing
logistics.
stuff.
Yeah. So if anyone
Alabaster scribes are the
Good job.
fighting arm of the keepers, tasked with leaving the
should have been
keep
him.
to further the cause of Jurgal.
No,
The scribes
unreal.
wander the land,
But it's
carrying
also-
out funeral rites,
it's not a
recording
property.
deaths. So yeah, somewhere between an undertaker, a librarian, and a priest.
Well, it might have been. They might have tried a robbery, seeing some old man.
Some old
But
man with
also-
nothing on him.
How do you
And-
stab a turtle in the back?
And he was a dwarf.
Oh, right. Okay, so they see. Yeah, they.
You see a
Silverstone.
147-year-old wizened dwarf in robes.
Of
Yeah.
a death priest.
A death
Yeah.
priest, yeah, a priest. Not finery, not gold, not silver, not jewels.
Yeah, but they think, oh, they can melt down a holy necklace. They just probably thought he's an old man who might have some food on him.
Or it's
if they're
very
that
possible that
desperate.
he just thought that they were highwaymen, but they were after him
They
specifically.
could have been
Yeah.
Austrian thugs.
I think
or-
it's more I think it's more likely that they were like the
took him
scribes
for a
wonder
reason.
we are armed and armored. Like Kincaid is armed, and like he had like
When you came across him.
when
Yeah.
you first met him, he had like before I got the staff. He had a big warhammer. It's like a shield and a warhammer. He doesn't wear armor, but they typically because he doesn't need
Yeah,
it, but they typically would.
It's even
They'd be
less-
wearing chainmail. So like, If they're like, hey, do you know who we should rob? That dude with the gun.
You know,
He's
beware.
carrying a big gun.
Well, yeah, it's the old beware old men in a profession where men die young.
Yeah, kind of.
So they saw this old dwarf in full
But also,
plate.
137 is like middle-aged for a dwarf. Like that's halfway through your
It's
life.
like saw a sprightly
Yeah.
dwarf.
147, yeah, that's like maybe 40, 50, like comparably.
Because isn't it it's like they
This
live
guy
up to
doesn't-
500, but
But
with an
I-
average
I
of
think
3.
I think it's like 250 to 3. I think.
It's like the average.
As the
Maybe
former
I'll-
thief for a living, this was not worth it. This wasn't worth it at all. This wasn't a fucking robbery. They hired. They were
I
hired
reckon
to
they
kill
were
him.
hired men.
Yeah. And maybe couldn't actually handle him, but
Maybe.
he ended up unfortunately dying from his wound.
may
Maybe we
have
can ask
actually-
Ostran about their meeting next time we go.
Yeah, there you go. Dwarves can live to be more than 400 years old.
Yeah, so like
So
the
he was
older,
like 20
because wasn't what's his name, Grumbledorf? He was like in the 400s. He was
Yeah.
like old AF.
He proper ancient.
Yeah. Not a typical robbery target.
Something you would know, Kincaid. You would know that at some point they tried to relegate Fulgrim to the scribes instead of the
Oh, like out of the scribes into the keepers.
yeah, into the keepers. Thinking, he's old, he's spent on
and
the
I
road.
took
you
that
should probably.
personally.
He absolutely did. He had a vision soon thereafter and hit the road to go and try and find it.
Now, Kincaid, there's all this stuff about Fulgrim's visions and everyone trusting them, and like, yeah, that was just something. Do you get it? Like, is that a thing that the keepers or the Alabaster scribes get?
Oh yes, all the time.
You get visions as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it's not like out of the ordinary. No. Okay. So it might be out of the ordinary. Like, got it. Mysterious business.
to the gods. I forgot just
Parker was right.
whoopsie, I forgot to tell you. God told me.
Well, I mean, we have all had an encounter with the gods,
What I
right?
told you about.
Yeah.
The
But I was
gardener
just wondering-
lady,
Yeah, I was wondering
the
if it's,
secretaries.
if it's.
She wanted.
Thought you were describing when you got your brain stem.
And on that note, I think we'll take a short music break. So we'll be
When my
right
mind
back.
was circumcised.
We'll be right. Hopefully not on that note. So just
Let's
give
pick
us a
up
few
where we
minutes.
left off.
Thank you for being here.
Brain.
Oh, is that heater still on 7th trillion?
Blaring.
Still 22. Just warming up the room again. All right, we'll be right back. Oh, slipper. Hi, Diana.
No, keep it open and let the heat out. It's so hot in here.
Oh, and just let some of the cool breeze in.
I know, am I the only one? Is it hot in here?
No, it's warm, but you're also sitting like right under the heater, so it's going to be worse for you than anybody, especially when it like does the down sort of thing. Yeah. Well, basically, I'm thinking that someone had to be in Gullview to tip off the things to say he's coming now.
Yeah, surely, right? They would have just... I suppose if it's like a bit of a ways out of the keep, they might have just been like, anyone coming back here has to go along this bit of road.
Yeah, that too. Or they would have been like, he's returning to the keep.
Yeah,
In
he
the
has to
next
pass through.
week.
Exactly, so... I mean, I guess that's a question for them when...
We find them. Or their bodies.
Yeah, I hope they're... Well, I mean, just if we find the bodies,
Big
as long
head.
as they have heads. It is a very handy spell.
It's pretty good.
The one once every 10 days though definitely means like gotta really think about it.
Well,
And it helps a lot that like he
oh, yeah.
like
Do you want to bring his
Fulgrim.
head with us for like your jars? I don't know. It's your
I
mentor.
don't think the keepers. I think they'd get mad.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. They might be a little upset about that.
Like I think
Like,
it
you
would
know,
be
just
good.
graft some other dwarf skeleton head onto this corpse, and they'll never know. I mean,
Just walk out with it in my bag.
yeah, we got the pocket portal.
No, well, I mean we know where it is now. Like we
Yeah.
just put it back on top of the pile or next to the pile or something, and be like,
Well, yeah, we could just like clean off a little space somewhere nearby and put it there, so no other corpses land on it and crush it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, well, eventually, when we get to Gullview, where is that?
It's just around. So that's God's Walk Keep and that's Goldview. So
Okay. So, not too
So we know if he was in Stonebreak, and then
And he was walking, or did he take a ship?
we don't really know, but we know he came from Stonebreak. I reckon he probably took a ship,
Well,
surely.
It's that, or you walk through Glendolfa, and
Yeah.
not likely. So, took a ship, got to
And,
Gullview,
and then was walking back.
and was headed to God's Walk when he was ambushed.
That's what I reckon.
That seems like what happened.
Yeah.
So
Because
and so
there's
he got
surely
ambushed about
like
here.
you wouldn't go the long way, and you wouldn't go like
You
down
wouldn't
and through
walk through
Bournemouth and then
Glendolfa,
up and
yeah.
yeah.
No, you would just go across and then across. So if
Well,
anything,
and that's-
they're hiding in there.
But and so that's one thing we could ask in terms of like if we go back to Stonebreak,
Some fruits.
frozen treats.
What?
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
It's a plant-based drumstick.
Ugh.
I get excited.
there's one. Oh, what are they called? There's one kind of like vegan ice cream that I've had that I was like, this is not bad.
Gay time vegan one tastes exactly.
No,
I'll say-
it's like it starts with P.
I was saying, my brother did keto for a while, and he found like a keto-friendly ice cream that even now not doing keto still buys because it was just so good.
Oh, is that like
I found some really good yogurts when
Is
I
it a
was on
planet
keto.
shoot?
Oh, really?
Oh, fuck yeah.
No, I'm trying.
Oh, what was that?
That's fine. It's just the board of stuff.
Yes.
Stuff board. Classic stuff board.
Oh no, was it plant based? It was like non-dairy.
Yeah.
Over the Moon was very good.
They were either in Gullview or Stonebreak.
What have we got in there?
Yeah, you want to grab us a sun-kissed while you're over there?
Sunkiss?
Yeah. Oh, we're out. Sorry.
Oh, dang it.
I can't believe we're out of
We
stock
drank the
tomatoes.
whole kilo.
Whole kilo of this. There's 2.8
Which
cans.
two of you had a sunkist?
I'm gonna pull a Kyle. That's maybe what I said, but definitely not what I meant.
I can't help what I said, but what I meant was.
So we've got more Sunkiss, cola, lemon lime bitters,
Go out of the 1.25s if you can.
and Despacito.
These.
Clear that space.
Oh, look, I'll have some of the real vanilla Coke maybe then.
Oh yeah, Keegs, your foot thing. I think I sent it home with Mel last time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, you did.
Airy Tim.
Very helpful. But yeah,
Good.
yeah, every time I forget it when I'm on the way here and then I forget it when I leave.
The time you do bring it, you leave it here.
Yep.
That's all right.
She's a little bastard.
But helpful.
What is
All right.
My
Foot
Footrest.
rest
Sorry.
thingy.
Oh.
foam pillow.
Yeah.
One-
I know that one.
one-
Just
more
super
lay
nice on my knees and my hips.
Oh, is it Halo Top, the one that you're talking about? That your brother got? Because I know that that's
no
meant
idea.
to be good.
It's
Halo Top.
little tubs.
Yeah, because Halo Tops, I've had that, but that's not the one I was thinking of.
Little tubs or something.
Over the Moon is really good. That one is like coconut milk sort of thing.
Yeah, that's
So-
kind of what I was thinking.
Speaking in the catacombs of God's Walk Keep, I assume you've lit something so Kincaid could see.
Probably just girdle.
Yeah, it's
Girdled
good.
it up.
Squidly.
Oh, you didn't girdle, you squidlied.
No, I
It's
Oh,
Donada.
boring.
That brown one.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. I don't have that one.
You stand in the crypt discussing your findings from Fulgrim.
Right. How long ago did we think Thalia was here? Like serving, so we can start looking for another corpse?
Proud and Punch.
What do
That's
you
the choc banana. Oh, they're really good.
Killamari!
Moby.
Well,
What did we want to ask Menthol?
we probably wanted to ask him just all about Thalia.
Yeah.
But I think it was Fulgrim is 147 years old and knew of Thalia when she was around. So she was the head scribe, like, 100-ish years ago.
And he had the hots for her.
Okay.
He had the hots for her,
that
but
right?
she kept strange pets.
Yeah, he kept on. That was the thing when we
Sure,
was
why not?
when
Stunning.
it was like, yeah, tell us anything that you thought was odd or suspicious. Like, oh man, she was so hot, and she was very
bad.
she was studious, but she was a free spirit, and she was smart. I'm just like, okay.
Wrap it up, old man.
You got to remember when she would have been in charge over him, he would have been fairly young. So take that
Yeah.
into
It's
consideration.
about
he's
100
into,
years ago was Thalia.
Okay, so we're looking for a corpse that's
About
been
100.
dead for 100 years.
And
It's
she
about the
was
same
human.
decomposition level as Fulgrim.
Well, what's his name would have been working directly under her before he became the leader.
Yeah.
So.
He wasn't the leader. He was like high up in the not in the keep.
Are you talking about Matthew?
Oh no, yeah. We're
Yeah.
talking
Oh, you mean
about
Matthew,
Mothman.
sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, I thought I'd jump in and
Mothman,
Yeah,
Menthol, whatever.
Winnie Blues.
Matchevich.
B&H Smooth.
Right. So we're looking for an old corpse.
We're looking for.
There's a
like,
lot of
yeah.
them.
Yeah, like, how are we going to do this?
I guess make an investigation check. See if you can find.
Did we ask where?
See how actually no.
What
Make a
Bane's
medicine
corpse
check.
was?
I think.
So
Try-
like, look, be like, girl corpse, boy corpse, human,
Yeah.
elf.
How old? That's probably
15.
so old. Not bad.
13.
Okay.
So I got,
You'd be able to find one. You reckon in the ballpark?
okay, well, this is all I got.
About the age. So we just want to ask them all these Thalia questions.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Well, what if they were just someone that was brought up there? Because they are shoveling like bodies from the dock into
Well,
the
why
thing.
didn't we ask the motherfucker who definitely knew? Because we thought this was going to
That's-
be just as easy. That's
Which
why
is-
we're doing this.
Which is why I'm saying to find
Look for
Methud's
Methud.
body, because then he 100% knows.
Yeah.
Whereas this might be a random person who was, you know,
Method.
Okay.
Method.
All right. So do
This
we
might
need
be
someone
just a
to go up?
random person who's like, I was just a person in
Yeah.
Stonebreak.
Do we need
Well-
someone to go up to Melusine, ask to find Methud's body location or which pile he's in?
Oh, I can try to locate object his skull.
So
that-
you guys know that, well, you would know at least, your order's members are interred in a similar area.
Yeah,
So
because that's where we are.
So
We're in the,
you're
this is
in
the
the
member,
scribes.
the member mass
okay.
grave.
Okay, so this 100-year-old body is going to be
We're in
some
the-
dude that
someone.
used to work here.
yeah, we're in the
Okay.
like premium tier crypt.
Yeah.
Okay.
So either they paid a lot of money to get in here, or they were a member.
All they remember. Okay, so we could either burn the spell, look for Methud's skull, or we could ask this guy. But
Do we have a look for Method? Just because it like, I don't want to. It'd be a waste to use the spell and then turn around and be like, no, that coffin says Method on it.
well, yeah, I mean, I searched, had a look.
So you
Oh, I thought that was for. Sorry, I thought that was a different one.
you made
I
a
thought-
medicine check. You personally wouldn't know what
Could I
method
find
looked
a
like.
100-year-old corpse based on a description of what he looked like when he was alive?
Or
Like, that seems like
I
a
mean,
bit of
you
an
could
ask.
certainly try.
Bones could do it.
do you want me to?
I mean, get him out here.
Do you want me to sending Melusine and be like, "Hey, what race was Method, and is he interred in the same pit?"
Should I just locate object his skull?
I mean, if
Yeah,
that
we
worked.
could just do that if we said body parts would work.
But yeah, no,
This is
body,
up to you.
Body parts work.
Go on, yeah. Just
I'll
do
just,
it.
I'll
Yeah,
just
like an
locate
object you're
object
familiar with.
Methud's skull.
Method.
Methud's skull.
Or you can search for Methud's skull if
But
you
you,
want.
I'll
but
search
you
for
have
Methud's.
to you have to know.
Oh,
You have to be familiar with the object.
The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. Alternatively, the spell
mean,
can
I've been
locate the
looking
nearest.
What if
around.
you've seen it but you don't know you've seen
Yeah.
I've been looking around.
Look
I've
at
seen some
everything.
skulls.
It's
So look
got to
at
be
every single skull.
familiar to you.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, we'd be able to use it. Kincaid would be able to use it for Fulgrim.
Yeah.
You do
But
Fulgrim skull.
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
Okay, I will sending Melusine.
Yeah. Just
Hi, Melusine. What race was Method, and is he interred in the same pit?
Then how tall is he? So let's just ask for like
Yeah.
general description of him.
Yeah,
Of his
trying to
skeletal
find-
structure.
What did he look like?
Trying to find his corpse. Can you give us a description?
Yeah.
And any location if you have it, kind of thing.
Method was a human. Should be interred in the same section. I'm sure his countenance is no longer applicable.
Yeah.
10-4. Looking for an old human.
I found
Just
one.
generic.
I found
And-
another one.
The corpse that you're looking at, I mean, it's
Could
general
Would be.
sort of size. Could be human, elf, half elf. You're not sure, but
All right.
not too far off.
Let's just question that one then, I guess. If this is all just like scribe people, then
I don't have a better way to search through the corpses to find to get a better result. Does anyone else have any ideas?
No, pull the trigger then.
Yeah.
We're just asking this.
Just taking a chance on this random
Anything about
corpse.
Talia?
Do we want to say? So like question one, who are / were you, and what did you do? Because then at least if it is old mate, then awesome. If not, we at least know, okay, we're dealing with the silk
second-hand
merchant,
source.
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. You know, we've got a bit of context for
Yeah,
the
I'm happy
answers
with
we're
that.
Who
given.
were you in life?
Yeah.
what pets did Thalia keep?
What happened to her, maybe?
Yeah, who were you?
Yeah, were there any strange rumours or something around her the time of her disappearance / untimely death?
What happened to Thalia that caused Methyd to become leader?
Because even Melusine said
She
when we
died.
put her under the truth thing, well, it can't say for certain if she died, she just went missing. Remember, because she said, oh yeah, Thalia's dead. Then we put her under the zone of truth, and she was like, well, she might just be missing. I don't know for sure.
So what happened to Thalia that caused Methyd to become the
Yeah,
big boy scribe daddy?
that caused the change of leadership.
Yeah.
What about, what do you think happened?
Oh, but you just. What do you think? Good question.
Is there a life after death? What do you think happened to... No, not what do you think. Like, what were some rumours? What were the rumours about what happened to Talia?
Thalia.
Talia.
Because there was
Thalia
another
was-
one, Talia.
It's probably not even her
Brightower.
name. I pronounce it however I want.
But if you're talking about Talia Bright Tower,
Maybe I'm
Talia
trying to
Darkwood.
maybe I'm trying to trick him.
you might get a different answer.
Yep.
Anything else you guys want to do while he's jotting down what questions he wants to ask this week?
Kick around in the bones.
Play bones.
We're not like down the shaft that
Yeah.
where the crystals were growing, and then there was the bloody.
No, but you could find it. Like that was down in the catacombs.
Yeah, well, I mean, we might as well go have a quick.
I was going to say while
Yeah.
Kincaid's sort of
Figuring out what questions to ask.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair enough.
If anyone wants to come.
Yeah, I'll come.
over it.
Cool. We'll go
Where
over
did you
to
wanna
the
come
shaft.
today?
Yeah, I'll just come.
How long was the drop again?
I don't remember what I said.
Neither do I.
Somewhat sizable.
2 meters.
100 feet or less.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Grappling hook,
Somewhere
my
in
rope, edge, lower myself down.
Nice. Ricky's standing there like, oh,
Mega rope burn.
oh, you're going with?
Yeah.
All right. I thought you were going to like belay him down.
No,
I'll
the
just-
grappling hook's forward.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
hooked onto the edge.
I'll just stay up top just in case.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, in case we need something.
Cool beans.
But and sort of head over towards a. Actually, wait. Yeah, I'll just Hermes and then have him go find it, and then we'll start going that way.
Yep. So it's
Pitch black down here.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Dancing lights.
There's
Oh,
the
can we? Okay.
the very faintest of like a blue shimmer, but other than that, so very not something that would help you to see the environment around you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, dancing lights, you light it up, and you're going into a corpse grave. So you just land on fresher corpses. You hear bones crunch underneath you, that sort of stuff. It's an affront to Ricky, but Varys, it's like
It's pretty rough.
my shoes.
my damn shoes. So yes, pick your way down all the bodies. They're all dressed in the same linen. Obviously, they put something on them when they're interred. and you climb down the pile of aging corpses.
I mean, we can't have the pile of corpses naked.
Cover their bits.
When you bury them in this mass grave.
When you dispose of the ones that
When you
too
luge them out into
Yeah.
the sea.
Leave the poor people into a pile.
No,
So
these
you
are the
can
ones
grow
who
crystals
pay.
and sell
These are
knickknacks
the
out of their bones.
These are the ones who paid. The poor are the ones that just get luged out.
So, you head over to. So it's a fairly sizable space. You're heading over towards where the crystalline growth is on the walls.
Yeah.
Random jutting parts. It's not like a smooth wall. It's an organic growth.
Yeah. Like a
and
geode.
you find exactly, and you find the small archway roughly hewn into the area,
Okay.
and there's a stairway leading up.
Alright, let me just swap the thingies into investigation mode and then
Yep.
just go around the edges looking for a trap.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Hey.
Plus
Very
two.
nice.
Is it trapped?
No. You are very certain that it is not trapped.
Alright, very cool. Alright, well,
Wait for a total of.
22.
Yeah. You're very certain.
Got it. Alright, well, we'll go quietly just in case.
Sure.
So, stealth.
After clattering bones, falling down a pit of other bones and
Yeah.
Could be
crunches.
anything.
And,
Yourself off now.
like
I
Ricky
will.
weighs a fair bit and squashed
Invisibility
that
both
up.
of us.
Yeah, cool.
Because
Oh, okay.
my new armor gives me disadvantage, so that'll make a flat roll for me at least.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. 19.
13.
Very nice.
Cool.
Not bad for disadvantage into not.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
flat roll with a +1.
Yeah, and 10 dex or something.
Yes.
So you're heading up a fairly steep set of stairs, and there is a sort of flattened slab running alongside the stairs.
Okay, kind of like a corpse luge.
Somewhat, yes. You're not wrong.
And is it like a spiral staircase? or
No,
something?
straight.
Or just...
You probably climb stairs for about a minute, and it opens out into a small room.
Mm-hmm.
There is a chair, and that's about it in this room. It's pretty small. There's just a single chair in the corner.
Yeah, can we start looking around for
Yeah.
secret doors
And
opening
under the cupboard, I mean, is there a carpet or a rug?
No, there's no affectations
So
in here.
Bare.
It's pretty bare, but straight ahead there is another stairwell going straight up. So you're sort of like looking down, you go, oh,
Over there. All right. Well, I'll just walk over to the chair and
yep, give it a once over.
quickly poke, as if there was an invisible man sitting in it, and I'm trying to poke him in the eye.
There.
No response. We're good. All right. Stairwell.
Yep. You climb for probably another full minute up these stairs, like it's laborious. By the end of it, you get to the top of these stairs, and there's a small closed-in section with a small panel that you can see.
Okay. Well, yeah. Go up and investigate it again.
Yep.
Just sort of. Is it a button? Is there a this or is there a that?
Can we open it?
17.
Yep. Appears to be some sort of opening mechanism,
Well, yeah.
and you don't see any traps from investigating it.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah.
Figure it, yeah.
Yeah. Can I see how to activate it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks pretty straightforward.
Yank the lever.
You swipe it, and it opens rather noiselessly. What you see is Melusine sitting at her desk. You're looking at her side on. She's sitting there
Oh.
working away, reading one of her tomes. She's got a few, and she's sort of sitting there stretching. She starts.
Does her
Do you have
RSI
a nose?
exercises what?
Do you have a nose? You got a beak. Do you have a nose?
Oh, you mean turtles?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not Millicent.
I do.
Okay.
No, I was thinking like Kincaid. I was like, wait,
Yeah. Does
Millicent?
Kincaid have a nose, or do you just have
You have
slits?
nostrils.
I mean, I have nostrils.
there's something. Oh, it's kind of part of the beak.
Okay. Well, either way, you see her sort of like picking a nose hole.
Wait, through the portal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as I
The
see
shock
that, I'm
got
going
all
to
over again.
jam the thingy back and open it close.
So she doesn't seem to have noticed that it opened.
Are you closing it again, did you say?
I'm closing it immediately.
She just sort of stretches, and then you pull it back down, and it.
Thinking back to our time in Melisandre's office,
Mm-hmm.
where would it have been? Like,
Well, it was side on.
yeah.
So left
So
or right?
in the left corner
Was
of
there
the
anything
office.
identifying when we were in the office that there was a door there?
No, not at all.
So it's like a panel in the wall.
She has like, she has bookshelves on one side, her writing desk sort of central, and then a small area, cleared for sleeping. She doesn't need a bed because she's a turtle. She'll just boonk into a shell. But this would be over the sleeping side.
I was not picturing it.
Can I just lean over to Ricky and whisper? You know stone, right? How old is this staircase?
I
Was
can
it
look
built
into that.
recently?
Stone cannon.
I can very much look into that. I can add my proficiency when I look into the
Twice.
history of
Very
stone.
nice.
Yeah,
Double
I knew it.
proficiency.
yeah, good thing.
Good looking out though.
Yeah. Yeah, add double your proficiency. So can I try and look at the door, the stairs, the carving of it, like how weathered is it, like that sort of thing, just to have a look at how old it is.
Go for it.
So +6 +1, so +7. 25.
Woo! Very nice. And
I
yeah,
built it.
you know stone. This is ancient. This is real old. So potentially as old as the stonework in the halls. Less worn, less weathered. It's very, very fresh still. Like it's not seen constant traffic. You haven't seen it worn away or
Yeah, so it's not used
scuffed or
frequently,
anything.
but it's been here the whole time.
from what he can see, absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
I would
And
say
her office is like the.
the leader's
head-
office, the head scribe office. So,
So the head scribe.
but has Kincaid told us about all the recurring names?
Yes.
Sure, why not?
Okay, cool.
Have you?
You know,
Yes.
like the recurring name thing, like how we think maybe Thalia
guys,
was like
look.
8 different people throughout history.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe she built this when this citadel was built, and she's the only one who knows it exists. I would be a betting man to say Melusine doesn't know it's here. Stage
Yeah.
three.
Well, the door's closed again.
Yeah,
Well,
I
we're
still
good.
don't
Shouldn't
trust it.
That's fair, but yeah.
Maybe
And it's funny
she
because you're
started-
both invisible, so it's just two voices whispering in nothing.
In the darkness.
I would actually it would be so funny to see this scene animated, like a door just opening and we're just like watching her stretch.
Melusine's just like,
close the door.
Maybe she started the order to have easy acquisition of these
Of dead
bodies.
bodies. Yeah, like she could be some super powerful evil necromancer, or
Yeah.
I don't know. But I think she probably built it, and maybe she is the only one who knows it's here.
I think we've gathered some information. I think we found what we came for.
Yeah, we can head back.
We're heading back.
okay. Are you using the luge?
Yes.
Well, you've got staircase or you've got flat plane of.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm going to
that's
try
right,
and
what's
I'm
that?
going to try and standing up slide to the bottom.
You're gonna sock slide all the way.
Pretty much.
Baby.
Now,
pull out a water
what we
skin.
know is this staircase hasn't seen much use, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the stone is still pretty.
Slippery.
Yeah. So I'll just get you to make acrobatics just to see how you handle this,
landing.
but.
Come on, baby. It's a 5 plus 9.
Okay.
So... 14?
Yeah, that's fine. There's, there's not really a good way of slowing down. Is your problem? You're just like, oh shit, shit.
It's about
Yeah,
rolling when you get to the end.
Yeah.
Sliding isn't the hard part.
Yeah.
Sudden deceleration.
You really just stand still in it. And Ricky just sees you just. Oh no, he wouldn't see you because you're invisible. You would just.
Just a little dust trail.
Yep. You'd hit.
And I just downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Clank, 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 clank.
But yes, you would have to absolutely roll when you get to the bottom to sort of steady
Keep
yourself.
returning a body somewhere. Just he's like just looking at like the open staircase, just clank, 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 clank. Like, gets loud, like clank, 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 clank. And he's like,
Just watches it.
The ghosts are making strange noises today.
So you head back down. It's a bit more of an arduous task climbing up the corpse pile.
Yep.
But Thurden, you would hear them sort of crunching their way back. No, yeah, 13. You would hear them. What's your passive perception? 13?
13, yeah, 13. Oh, no, 10, sorry.
Oh, well, roll for perception, see if you hear them. Because they are pretty stealthy.
I don't hear shit.
it's a four.
We get to the rope and start yanking on it. You know,
Made a little
we're
bone
coming.
xylophone and just like...
I start playing with the, like the hook and, oh shit, I dropped it down.
I'm just like, hey, we're hit.
And thus ends Varus.
Crackling will
Hey, it's
through the
time to...
Just lands him.
It's echoing through the whole.
Melusine in her office. Is there a card? Is it coming from behind this wall?
It's like who does that pan out.
Strange, the walls never screamed before.
From God's Walk Keep, from Ashara.
But yeah, up the rope.
Yeah.
I won't make you roll for it, because you just take your time.
Yeah. I just hold on to Ricky and his massive guns pull us both up.
Now, what are you doing in the interim while they're doing this? Like, are you literally just standing there like...
I'm just looking around, like, kicking bones and...
Swinging someone's femur around like, not
Pretty
good
much.
enough.
Shadow sword fighting with an arm.
I'm like,
You
Like,
found
drop the
one,
corpse up
but
against
you,
the wall. One gun.
you reckon maybe someone had half giant blood because the bone is huge, and you're like, I actually don't mind the heft of that one. You're just hanging
I start,
around.
like, throwing them up and, like, trying to slice them up like fruit ninja.
Oh, yeah. So, you guys, are you making yourselves known? You get to the top
Yeah,
of the
when we
rope.
get to the top, we just
Oh,
drop the
we're
invis
back.
and be like,
Oh! Didn't hear you guys.
He misses his last hit.
Yeah, I'll drop.
no, we saw that.
I'm assuming you just put the bone back.
Just drop it. Mind you.
Bone. I wasn't playing with any
Sweep
bone.
it away.
Good news, we think.
Have you got
Maybe.
your questions thought out?
Some of them.
Let's reconvene.
That's enough.
Kincaid.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Enough of them.
reconvene with Kincaid and tell you guys what we found.
Yes.
Blah, 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 blah. Cool. Now you know.
Blah, 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 secret
All right,
tunnel,
so
blah,
you
blah,
are
blah.
speaking with this
Oh,
corpse.
Old not
Magic
used
boat.
tunnel.
Where's your lost me?
There's your last name. You're in front of the mic. Yep, perfect.
Where's your lost me?
Uh-huh.
Does
And
it
the same effect.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Does it zoom?
Does it?
I know what. You know what? We all knew what I meant.
It's like the powering up noise.
Who are you in life?
I was a scribe within the God's Walk Keep.
It's good.
What was your name?
My name was and is Mathid Diltarion.
Method Diltarion. Sounds like Diltarion.
Is that a word? Wait, no, don't answer.
Just leave him to it.
What were the rumors about what happened to Thalia Darkwater leading to her not being head scribe anymore?
My rise to office was through misfortune. Miss Darkwater simply vanished. We assume dead.
This goes, it gives us an exact time frame.
Alright, and be back again.
So that
No
was,
was.
one was head scribe,
One was
two
what's
was
name?
name,
What happened to Talia?
3 was the
What
you know,
happened to?
two. Yeah, so I got 2 left.
Pets.
I will just wait for
Right.
Thuri. You looking at me?
You're looking at me. Hey, you talking to me? You talking to me?
That's another question. Yes, I.
That's the Speak with Dead scene in
Yeah,
the D&D
in the
movie
movie.
was so good.
What's your favourite food? What was your cat's name?
Or I love the corpse sitting there like, just one more question, and then running off.
It's, nah,
That was good.
that like I thought I was gonna like it, but not in a it was good way. Just in a I like the subject
I like
material
it.
enough to like get me through. But just like it exceeded my expectations.
Yeah,
Granted,
yeah.
they were low expectations. Absolutely
I thought it was
exceeded them.
funny as hell.
Same.
Yeah.
Even just right at the start when they tackle the
Yeah.
at the window or whatever, and they were like,
You're-
we're gonna approve
your
pardon. And they're just whacking Jonathan. I thought it was like Jonathan's their man who's like
Yeah,
gonna vouch
yeah.
for it, but no, they just
He's
like,
just- he's an
model
aristocrat.
No, it's
they
got
were
wings.
tackling.
I mean,
Yeah, that was a really good bait and switch. And I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna be their guy.
Yeah.
Who's but no,
They
no,
paid
they
him off,
just needed
like, no.
someone with wings. And then at the end, when Hugh Grant tries to do it, just body slams him into the wall.
It's the fake window.
that's right.
Oh, and he's just like,
They breathed it in.
"Ah!"
Look, I was not expecting Hugh Grant.
And I think the other thing, weirdly, that I didn't expect, that really added to it was all the practical effects. Like the fact, and I don't know why it made it so much funny, but the fact that Jonathan was very clearly like a dude in a rubber suit instead of a CGI Aarakocra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just the way it moved and everything, and the same with like the Dragonborn.
Dragonborn,
Yeah, like
It's like OG Star Wars, like not
there
puppets.
there
but
is just a charm about
Yeah, do
like
practical
practical
effects. They're
puppets
better
and
than
stuff.
CGI.
Yeah,
Always.
massively.
They just appear more natural to your eye
yeah.
because they have to, do gravity shit.
and the person is looking at something.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
I-
reacting to the environment.
I remember reading somewhere too when that when the Thay wizard guard kills all those other guards. It's in like the scene takes exactly 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Like that's a round of combat.
Yeah, right.
So it's like he did all of that in like
that
one
was him
single
casting
round.
like Steel Wind Strike
that was
or whatever.
one
Yeah,
turn,
yeah.
I
Like
don't remember
It's
it.
cool.
is that I don't know. They're on the thing or whatever.
It's the like
Thing.
he comes to her like at Waterdeep or wherever it is, and they're like kind of up on the castle walls before he goes hunting for them in the Underdark. There's like the evil like henchman blade guy of the Thayans.
Ty, do you want to just right here for a second? Checking on a short break.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We'll take a short break.
But yeah. Is that a secret break?
I feel like that might have been something between either Mel's and Alicia or something. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but yeah. Well, I mean, I think I'm on the train of Darkwater has been cheating death for a very long time. She may or may not actually be the whatever, but
Well, that's what I'm kind of wondering. Like,
she hasn't died.
yeah, like I reckon
That'd be too easy.
I reckon that. Well, I don't know if it would be like we didn't have any kind of a lead on the Asimar. We just know there's meant to be one at a time, and then they die, and it didn't.
Yeah.
That was the entirety of our knowledge. So it's not like it doesn't contradict anything for it to be Thalia.
What's this?
Oh, just trying to figure out like, is it?
Just getting the red string out.
Yeah. Hey, do you have scissors?
I honestly feel like Steven said it in passing, but I feel like Thalia being the Asimar
That's kind of what we were
really
saying.
checks
Like,
out.
Well, yeah, or at the absolute
she's a
least,
mortal,
she's been
right?
cheating death.
Yeah.
yeah.
And we're looking for someone who is cheating death. And like metagamey, Asimar can pass as humans,
Oh, okay.
like in their like race description.
And we thought Thalia was a
And
human.
we were told Thalia was a beautiful elven. Wait, no, human.
Yeah,
Which even the she looked a
Can't
bit
quite-
elven.
She's
no,
not
she was
quite
human, though.
or elven. Yeah,
Could also play into the fact it's an Asimar.
yeah. Here's the downside. Can't find her without her real...
I know, we can't even, like, sending her without her real name or whatever.
No.
Which is her real name, Saria Harenwick.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean?
maybe.
Like, and that's
Female.
why she killed Fulgrim, because he had received a vision that was onto it.
Yeah,
And maybe by crossing out
convinced.
her name and then starting an investigation, he would have discovered
Blown
that
her cover.
Thalia is really Serena and that they were all the same person, blah, 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 whatever, you know?
and she would have been like, oh crap, now everybody knows who I am.
Yeah.
The Myriad, who I made a
Okay.
deal with once upon a time, probably
Yeah.
going to send some motherfuckers after me.
Yeah, she's gonna be one of the cursed coterie or some shit.
Mm.
Wait, no, they were the Asimar was separate from the coterie, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were
Yeah,
like
it was a
whole other
separate thing.
They got the string out, trying to connect some dots.
Yeah, we're discussing how you said is Thalia the Asimar,
Yeah.
and we're thinking like, you
Thanks,
know,
Leashy.
it could be like, you know, she's cheating death. Like, is she also Saria and like killed Fulgrim because he was onto her, or you know, or he was about to start connecting the dots that can't be connected.
Yeah, something like that.
I
Like,
don't know. Yeah, there's
Here's what-
definitely something weird. She's a lot more important than
Maybe
we
she
thought.
needs bodies in order to keep alive, and that's why she started this order where
Ooh.
bodies are very plentiful.
Yeah, maybe.
like sacrifice.
Yeah,
You
she
know,
might-
I have to eat 1,000
she might be
souls
a
every
lich.
year to something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
The crystal could be her phylactery. The crystal tower is her phylactery.
It's gonna be a pretty cool finale of us blowing up God's Walk Keep at the end of the movie to defeat the
Jumping out of jumping out the
Like,
body chute as it explodes behind her.
Finding,
is-
finding an Aarakocra
yeah.
and then flying away
Directed
as it
by Michael
explodes.
Bay.
When it's like at the end, it's like, you know, her floating in the air. You can't defeat me. I know, but he can, and it's Brock with the cannon pointed at God's Walk Keep. Okay, question number 4.
In front of the
So,
mic.
what questions have we asked?
No, you can't defeat me. I know, but it can. Pointing to like the poop pit getting transported to the console.
The Obolotka's loading the poop pit onto a giant catapult pointed at God's Walk.
That's what we're doing. I like it.
So,
Hit
so
him
what
with
were
the
the
old
questions that
form
were
of
asked?
shit.
So the first one, we knew
who were you in
lying.
life?
It was
Head
Method.
scribe. What was your name? Method Dildarian.
Yeah.
What happened to Talia?
Yeah, what were the rumours
Yeah,
about
we
what
didn't
happened to
ask any questions.
Athalia?
She vanished.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Rise office was through misfortune. She vanished, presumed dead.
Yeah, that's where I was up to.
You're in front of the mic. Yeah.
What can you tell me about her pets? Thalia's pets.
She had a soft spot for arcolids and the ilk. She kept them in her office.
For what?
Arcolids.
Arcolids.
Arcolids. What the hell is that?
Do I know what that is?
I'll get you to roll a nature check, Kincaid.
I don't think I've remembered.
Nature?
Yep.
12.
You're not entirely sure what that may be.
Do I know? Because I've killed
Does
a lot
that-
of things going through
Does that,
forests.
yeah, does that ring a bell for anyone?
No, it applies only to you.
Okay.
Not a subterranean.
Yeah, might be a death thing.
Or a Fawnmouth turtle thing. Like just at this area, you know.
So we got one more question.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, you have one more question.
That was that was out of character, Skull.
I know, so is mine.
Were all head scribes upon taking the position made aware of the secret door case?
Oh yes, do you
Seconds.
and
Not
do,
bad.
did you and were you and also the other head scribes told and made know about the secret door and staircase in head scribe office?
What door?
New information.
Don't
So it's
forget.
not part of the
Don't
hand.
forget they can lie.
They can lie.
Insight on the skull. Does
Sure.
its body language tell
Does
me?
it-
Did he raise his eyebrows at me?
Did he wink as he went? What door?
I'm actually going to roll inside.
13.
Kind of hard to read an animated skull. There's no body to
Given
go
that it
along.
has only one moving part, the jaw.
Kincaid, is this secret door? Do you think we should ask Millicent about it?
I reckon we should pay her a visit through the secret door and judge her surprise.
Or
See her reaction.
do we set up a watch on the other side of the door and see who comes through?
Wait in the room with the chair.
Wait, the chair?
Did you guys
There was
really...
a room with a chair and then
There was
another
a
thing.
Oh,
landing.
right.
Yeah.
We didn't, you guys
Seems
didn't
weird
like
to just
investigate
leave a chair.
We could camp out in that little room for the night. See if any traffic comes through.
Cool.
What's the range on seeing through the eyes of our familiars?
120 feet?
Yeah, it's not huge.
It's not bad.
I'm just wondering if it'd be better to like.
Perch one of them above the door case?
Well, yeah, I was kind of thinking like
Doorway.
either we're in the chair room and they're in the like room next to the study, or the other way around. That way, if someone comes into this kind of from either end, like we'll know.
Yeah. And we can't be spotted from very far away from
Yeah, that's it. Like I was just thinking, like you kind of don't want someone coming down to be like, oh shit, there's people down there, or vice versa.
Don't panic. That's fine.
If they're coming down the staircase and they look straight down at the landing, can they see the whole thing? Is most of it around the corner?
Yeah, is it like a
Who's
big
they?
spiral?
Sorry.
If someone was coming from Melisandre's office down
yeah.
the stairway,
Yeah.
and they look at that sort of spot where it flattens out and then there was the
Yeah.
chair in the corner sort of thing, can they see that whole thing from the top of the staircase, or can they just see a sliver of it?
You wouldn't be able to see the whole room. So.
Yeah.
But
So,
it
like,
is like a
theoretically-
straight shot
Yeah,
down
it's a
those
straight
stairs
shot.
too.
Theoretically, a bunch of us could hide around that corner,
Yep.
set up shop there, and they wouldn't be able to see us until they step onto the landing.
Correct.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
I mean, don't know who
I
we
don't.
may or may
Yeah.
not catch
I really don't think
that
it's in
Melisandre's
use.
going to be using it. Yeah.
I think I'm waiting until Melusine dies and this new person comes up, Talia springtime,
Yeah.
and becomes the new head scribe and starts using the corridor again.
Should we
Talia
search
Springtime.
the records for anybody with a suspicious name who works here now?
Or whoever,
What's the-
or who's the 2IC, who's the current, like who?
Fargrim.
If
Fargrim?
Melusine went for a
DOA.
yeah,
Was the bottom of the staircase filled with like bones? Like
like
that
the room
whole...
with the chair.
No,
Like
room with
below
a chair,
that,
and
was
then
it-
it's more stairs down, and then it's the
Is
massive.
it
Then
just,
it's the-
is it just
Well,
all
then-
bones?
then
What
it's
if
like a
we
doorway
like
and then
clear it a bit and
bones.
see if there's anything underneath the bones?
I
We can
mean,
have a look.
you might as well, yeah. I mean, if
Yeah.
there's anything there.
But
Nothing
I
to
do
lose.
like let's also look at records of like, are there any naming conventions of people currently who have just enrolled or to IC or in line to inherit?
Melusine could be in danger.
Or if this person's immortal or, cheating death somehow, it really seems like they're happy biding their time, waiting for everyone who knew of them to die off before they come back.
Was there a specific sort of period between when these dodgy names popped up? Like, is like 100 years and then it would pop up again, or after three people?
Was there a pattern?
No, it wasn't always the same.
Was there like
Different
a
lengths
roundabout?
of time.
Yeah.
Like between 80 to 130 years or something?
Oh,
or...
there were. You would need to go through the numbers, like
Maybe we do-
cross-reference
maybe we do
ages
that.
of people and.
Yeah.
Maybe we do that.
some
And try and get an idea of
calculations.
like, okay, it seems like every, 150 years, one of these strange names becomes the...
Yeah.
Like, because then it could either be like... Yeah, it could be them, like, waiting for everyone who could, like, identify them visually to die out. Or it could be like a, once every 150 years when the moon waxes gibbous and she
Yeah.
can step between... it could be that kind of a...
That spec.
Okay.
So,
search the
Well,
records.
while we're down here...
In the crypt.
Yeah, so because I have my 4th level left, do we want to speak with dead someone else or do something else down here? Like, is there an immediate or obvious use just while we're here?
Not that I can think of.
Who else would have? Is
I can zone a truth to see if she's lying. If I can ask if she knows about the pathway.
Is there anyone
Melusine?
else
Yeah.
I would have
And
known?
if she says yes,
Do
and
I
is
be
a
like, oh, they're in here?
100-year-old being, then we've just rumbled her, and she
Probably.
decides to kill us.
Melusine.
Yeah.
No, I don't think.
As in, like,
she's a
scribes.
she's a turtle, so she'd have to be able to change her figure. But
She knew Mothman, which
Yeah.
means he
like
would
a
have recognized
couple
her
of
as
years
the
wasn't it?
past.
Formative years, but like in the scheme of things,
Oh,
yeah.
like people
Yeah, no, it
usually.
won't be.
Yeah, I was in that. I was there for like
I mean, we
10
can,
years
yeah,
or so,
ask her
but
about whether or not
Most
she
in-
knew
people
in
about
the
the
a
staircase, but
lifetime of service there.
Dilterian said it's not
So,
passed
I'm sure there
between
would be
head scribes.
someone.
Like, this isn't common knowledge.
Yeah.
People die of
That once you
random
attain the
stuff.
office, you
That's
know
why-
about it.
yeah.
So she's, if keeping to the truth, she isn't going to know about it.
yeah, that's really. I'd say that's really solidified for me that Thalia, Darkwater, and all people that are her
Yeah.
are the only ones that use this
Yeah.
hallway.
Thalia and her various pseudonyms.
Yeah, which like to what end? It's
Question
It's
mark.
That's why I
want
wanna,
to
like,
access to
sweep
all the
the floor.
bodies.
Well,
which
as well
you're
as-
selling.
As well as why would you build a
With the leg.
slide going from your office down here? Like that's a one-way disposal system. Like why are you dragging corpses all the way into your office and then shitting them out down this? Because
So
you build
many-
an elevator
so
if you were
many,
trying to take them up.
Yeah, so many unanswered questions.
Maybe she like lives at the bottom of the pit or something.
Should we explore the pit more? Like, is there?
Yeah, that's kind
Yeah, I'm
of.
there-
thinking let's
yeah,
like at
I
the
think
bottom of the
maybe-
staircase. Let's like sweep the floor and have a
Yeah, let's explore the body pit a bit more thoroughly, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
Like, is there then another staircase down into a little side jetty?
or even like
you
a
know,
hatch or something.
Yeah.
What about? Okay, hear me out. Locate object. The spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind,
Yeah.
such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tools, weapons. So a certain kind of
Yeah.
X. Locate object. How old did we say the keepers were? Let's say 2,000 years. Kincaid would know. Whatever. They said a couple of thousand
Yeah,
years.
2.5, 3.
Let's say locate object. Show me the nearest 2,500-year-old skull.
Wouldn't it be dust?
Yes, the flaw in that theory is the bones and putrefying matter is absorbed into the crystals.
That's right.
Yeah.
Turns into
To
Oh,
have
yeah, it'd be like that
Yeah.
brick.
Yeah.
But good thinking.
Yeah, because I was thinking, like, if the first name, like, going back, like, find the rough age of, like, one of those, like, the real early suspicious names, and then come back and locate object, show me the nearest, 2007-year-old skull.
So there's, I'll save you time. There's nothing to be found out of the, multitude of corpses, bones, and the crystalline structure. Growing from the bones, there's
In the pit.
there's nothing like you do a fairly thorough
Yeah.
sort of
Even
sweep.
if we go
you
down to
take
the
a bit of
bottom?
time. The bottom of what?
The bodies.
Down where the bodies are.
No, in.
They're not a
Oh.
liquid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll save you time. There's nothing to be found other than corpses. And
I can hold my breath.
corpses and crystal.
That's what I mean.
I want
To
to
get down
inspect
there.
that chair.
It does seem weird that there's just a
Yeah.
Is there
chair
anything
there.
weird about it?
Is there anything more in that room?
Describe the chair.
I seem to remember Matt Mercer
Having
doing
this exact
Yeah.
problem.
Oh no,
but there's something to do with the chair.
But like, if you're like, okay, you're investigating something, there's an empty room with a chair in the middle of it. Okay,
What is this chair?
Yeah, like-
It's alive.
it's a mimic. It's the magic chair.
Well, that's the thing. Is an immortal really getting tired halfway up the stairs and saying, "Oh, I need to sit down"?
Or is it more of a
Cuck chair.
Every hotel's got it. Every hotel room, sorry.
is
Wow.
is it more of a she
I'm sorry.
had like a guard halfway up to make sure no one who wasn't her came down or came up.
Yeah.
Who could she have trusted?
Make an investigation check on this chair.
I've had that joke in my head, like, pretty much since you said there's just a chair in the corner.
The cup chair.
12.
Let's not mention
13.
the fact that the cup chair is in a graveyard or a corpse pile.
The forbidden cuck chair.
Not usually in the room, sometimes in the cupboard. Almost always
Wait,
dressed as
that's
Superman. Sorry, what was the number?
12.
13.
12 and 13. It's an old piece of timber using fairly ancient chair making methods that you wouldn't really see these days. It's old.
Can I move it? Like,
Yeah.
it's not like it's stuck to the ground.
No, it's not affixed in any way.
Does it have secret levers or buttons that
Not on
do
a 13.
things?
Has it got like... Is it just like wood or is it like a...
Yeah, it's
cushion?
a spare timber chair. There's no cushioning. Purely
I
functional.
sit on it.
And you do.
Does it break?
It seems to be pretty well made.
It's wood. It's so old.
I pick it up and I slam it on the ground.
It definitely breaks there.
Well, it's not someone polymorphed as a chair.
You can eliminate
It's not
that.
a mimic.
It's not a mimic.
But I think it's just a chair, guys.
All right, I think it's just a chair. Shall we
I
move
am
on?
not convinced. But I don't have any better ideas, so
Shall we move on?
Give me
park
my
the
red
chair.
string and I'll get back to you.
All right, what are we up to now?
Does this wood look like
Yeah.
it came from your misty mound?
So we've got a few
It would.
sort of
I see.
irons in the fire now.
Yeah, we have a
It
few sort of
would.
ideas, but I don't know if there's much else to do here unless we
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
go back over the books and like look at some years and dates or
I think that's the only thing, really.
Any of you guys cast alarm?
No.
Just think that'd be real handy. 'Cause
For
like
this
to,
hallway, yeah.
just like we'd know if someone came through. If we're close by, we could spring.
does anyone have like
The gong thing, how did that work
Oh, I
again?
sold it. and it was but no it was not useful.
Yeah, it
it
didn't
was
do
I could
what we.
put it somewhere and mentally gong it.
Yeah, you could.
Oh,
So
that's
it's like-
right. It was the
It's
reverse.
to scare people.
It was
Yeah.
a doorbell,
A
not a.
distraction.
yeah,
it's a remote
It was
here.
either like distraction or I for some reason am scouting ahead and not you, and I gong if it's safe. Like
one gong for safety.
Two gongs for no. The guard on duty. Gong. Ah, the morning gong. One of nature's most beautiful sounds.
like yeah.
Gong of
Second
safety.
gong. Oh, a blessed day indeed.
Or if we need to talk to each other, like we each have one. Hang on, someone's
Also,
got Ricky's
gong.
gonging me.
Could we
Excuse me, I'm getting a gong.
grind up some bones, lay the chair room with dust, and when we come back, if it's disturbed, we know someone has been through.
Yeah, that's
I
good
like
enough.
Yeah.
How long does Mr. Bones stay animated? An hour.
Hour?
No, yeah. Not, yeah.
I was thinking because we could camouflage him pretty well. Just in the pit.
Yeah, sit him.
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Well,
put
you
him
don't
in the
need
chair.
Oh,
No, the chair's
Lay.
stop.
Alright, well I like the bone dust idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, you can do that.
Alright.
So take a bit of time.
Yeah.
Grind up bones and make a fine powder and
Yeah,
back
I
it.
mean,
Which
these two
way are you
would have-
backing out? Are you backing up or are you backing
From
out
the top
down?
of the stairs down.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we
I'm
don't want
just
to be
wondering-
leaving through
yeah.
Melisandre's office.
Okay. You don't?
Nope.
Okay.
So yeah, alright.
We
so
leave the bone dust.
we lay the
in
bone
chair
dust
room.
down and we're bailing from God's Walk.
I think maybe double check the records and then see.
And maybe spend a night here,
Yeah.
and then see if it's disturbed,
Yeah.
and then we can decide if
Let's
we
be
want.
honest, it's taken you pretty much the whole day to
Do
Yeah.
all this.
Yeah.
farting around.
So we'll double check the records, see if there's any like, I don't know, like consistent period between these dodgy names, and then
If there's a dodgy name enrolled currently.
Yeah.
and then we can leave.
And then-
Yep.
Because then we've got to go protect the babies.
Yeah.
The what?
Take the babies.
The
Yeah, that's not
hatchlings.
for a week though, is it?
Yeah,
Is
they
it?
get-
No, that's in like 2 days.
Yeah, they get
Remember,
born
weeks
in
are
like,
5 days.
Yeah, they get born in
right,
like
you
2-3 days.
Family birthing
Yeah,
ceremony.
yeah.
or something.
No, I remembered that. I just don't have my notes.
We
in
had-
my
we had
head.
3
I'm going purely off memory.
Yeah,
We had 3 days to go to God's Walk, do whatever, and then come back.
And it was
Yeah.
a day's travel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was. I think it was like slightly under a day.
with on the goblin clinker or whatever it was.
Goblin Smasher?
The
The Goblin Crippler. I was
Crippler.
wondering why I had Sigmund, the people mover, the Goblin Crippler.
What an awesome title.
There you have it. It's a ship,
Don't tell Belchbag.
not a dude.
Yep. So, I mean, there are chambers here. People come to grieve. People come to like long distances. So, people are free
The
to.
honeymoon suite,
Yes,
please.
you'll
No.
be sorely underwhelmed.
Yeah.
somewhere to roll my bedroll out and.
Yep.
And then,
And,
yeah, maybe Kincaid, if you just double check records for, people enrolled now with
I will
weird
do that.
naming convention.
I'll also, we talked about like trying to get Roland, like just jumping slightly back to make cash money, trying to get I think so. He's been like scraping by on being able to buy and then carve and sell
Eating
some
into
timber.
his profits.
But it's just suddenly his overheads have jumped massively because he's having to buy timber.
Instead of just
Do
getting
we-
it from where we normally do.
Yeah, can we like? I mean, I know I gave him a bunch of money, but I was going to say
You gave
maybe
him a shitload of money.
I gave him a shitload of money.
He's like, oh, I don't have to work again.
All of my financial troubles are instantly solved.
My grandkids are never going to have to work.
And he
I
was
retired now.
like remembering what
Oh, thank you.
silver a day is a
I don't
Unskilled
remember.
labourer.
unskilled. Yeah.
Well, it's
Gold a day is skilled.
life. Yeah, like because it'd be whatever lifestyle.
Lifestyle expenses, yeah.
And his is very,
Modest.
very modest. He's a farmer.
Yeah, because there's a 1 to 5 scale of like, Elon
Expenses.
Musk to homeless.
Yeah. Yes. How much did you give him? 5 platinum? 10?
I don't
I think it was
remember.
5 platinum.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure it was
it's
5
on your
platinum
notes.
and then another few platinum.
And then you cleaned up all your shrapnel.
Yeah, so I think
genuinely, you
I
gave
think-
him close to a year's wage.
I think
You just went, here you go.
I'm a gambler.
I get
Yeah.
it for this.
so. I have 8 platinum left, and I think I gave him 5 platinum, and then I think I gave him like a bunch of gold.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Alright.
But yes, the exceptional amount of wealth that you gave him, he was very thankful.
You're welcome, Papa.
And yes, all of his money worries are very solved for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, we kind of talked about like trying to get him wood,
Yep.
like contacting Ostran.
Well, I mean, there's a forest not too far.
Glendoltha.
No, the other one.
Sorry, I can't see it.
I mean, really, all we have to do is set up a little supply chain between here and there. Couple of workers
Wait, no.
volunteering, maybe we go there. And besides, we kind of need to go and search those woods anyway.
So just so you know, again, what was his name? Cardrum, the exploration guy. The map he gave you is not. He said it's not accurate. It's-
1-to-1, yeah.
It's
There is
a
no
rough,
forest there.
but there are
I just
there's
spilled my
trees
ink,
all
I'll
over
be
the
honest.
place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, we don't need to do that. But
Either way,
So he's not gonna, with having a whole bunch of money now, he's not gonna struggle to find timber.
no, he wasn't struggling to find timber. It was just the cost of
Yeah, it was-
purchasing timber
he wasn't
instead of
making-
just
It was
logging
his,
it.
his profit margins greatly
Yeah.
reduced. Because he's no longer growing it himself. He has to buy
Okay.
it,
Yeah.
manipulate it, then
so
sell it.
you've set it up in a way that he can continue on for another year or two without any trouble, but
Yeah.
he's not going to make any more money.
Yeah,
He's just not going
Once-
to go broke in the meantime.
he's almost doing it at cost price.
Yeah,
because
especially with
it's
grandkids
gone up.
coming along.
He's either gonna have to put up his prices massively or get the misted mound back.
Yeah, but we've staunched the bleeding for now and
Yeah,
can
absolutely.
address it further with some geologist blood.
Okay, so we don't need to get him alternate wood.
Correct.
Not right this second, no.
So, heading back up to Melusine the normal way?
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
they would not.
Yeah, so it would have been, all of you getting down into the pit, farting around, another
Grinding
half hour
bones.
or an hour. Actually investigating the
questions.
pit, yeah. So it's well into the night at this point. So you did a day of travel, and this is a second day. Is that right?
Yeah,
Or-
this is kind of our second day. This is
Yeah,
the
we
day we
arrived
had to
yesterday.
burn, and we have to leave in the morning.
Yep.
Well, in the next daytime.
So you'll get a night of long rest, and can you roll for your flash?
Sure, wait, do
Please.
we
Well,
have
for
do you have
nightmares
spell slots still?
Only when I feel like
Yeah,
it.
I've
That's
got a
natural.
spell slot.
Did you want to try sending your mum?
Change.
Roll
Yeah, that's
again.
not
Ah, cool. And it's 20 again?
Yep.
That is a 9.
Okay.
Do you have
Test
spell
that in the
slots?
morning.
I have one sending spell slot.
Yeah.
Do we have anybody that's...
After the conversation at the Obolotkas,
Mhm.
I might try to send in Kanara.
Hmm?
My
Okay.
mother.
Okay.
Oh, right.
My mother.
My accent maybe is changing.
Hello,
Yeah.
mother. It is me, your son.
Imagine if I just did a German accent from now on.
It's
Just
Kincaid.
for kicks.
Sweet lordy. Change it back. Change it back.
You ruined it. I'm leaving.
Kincaid's way less cool. Sorry, German people.
Hello, mother. It's a Kincaid. I sort of maybe should have thought this when I found your stuff, but you're maybe alive.
That's
So,
probably 25.
hello.
You send the message, but you don't receive anything.
Kind of didn't think I would, but
Worth a crack.
Did
Worth a
you want
crack.
to sending Willie and ask about the turtle with the staff?
Who's Willie?
The old
Traveling
man
merchant.
from the
I'll-
Chastraki.
I was going to say, do you want to try Arthas about
About the
Gun?
garden.
Harrenwicks? Yeah, or some either Arthas or what's his name, Zod, or the big black dragonborn, Yaka. Zod.
That's Superman.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, General Zod, yeah.
What's his name? General Zod or
General
something?
Zod came down from, the sky and then...
You're powerless without your notes.
A little bit.
That's very in character.
swoops down and picks up Maximus. Where did you grow up? On a farm?
Slightly.
Yeah, I might do that. So I'll send in Arthas.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, hi Arthas, can you tell me the significance of the Harrenwick family and why they would have gotten a garden in Ashara? Specifically, Saria.
You have one word left.
Was there any other choice?
Almost forgot to sign off.
Oh,
how would you know
was
it's
never
me?
an
You would have been
option.
like, what? The message never ended.
Something's happened for you.
Yeah,
He's killed mid-message.
that's the code that
Yeah.
whenever something's wrong,
If
I
you're under
send in
duress, you
without
don't say peace.
Yeah.
Oh, no
No
peace.
peace.
Oh, what's that? Is it Independence Day? Peace? No peace? What do you want us to do then? Yeah, I think it's from that.
I've seen it in so long.
The aliens, like
No,
they're
it's
trying to question it. Anyway, sorry.
Scary Movie
I remember
3.
Will Smith punching the alien.
Welcome to Earth.
So
Yeah.
good. Wow, on trend, it seems. Well, right. Arthas.
Yeah, just a minute. Keep my whites.
Name out fucking space invasion.
Alien mouth.
Keep it out of your space invasion. All about it. What? I know the Harrenwicks performed a great service, so we're obliged to maintain a plaque for them. That would be about close to
Got
25.
5 words left.
Why are you calling so late?
Why are you
we're
calling
calling
so?
Sorry,
We woke up and lost a few with the hominid.
that's my last spell slot, so you're not getting an answer. I'm going to
Just
bed.
wake him up. Don't answer his reply.
Yeah, what you don't see is Arthas in his little nightgown and cap, just woken up in the dark speaking. Hello?
Who's there?
Hello, Ricky?
I need to wee now.
Oh, now I'm up. I might as well make some tea. Alright.
So performed a great service, so they are obliged to maintain a plaque.
You said it like the Harrenwick family did it as a unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have a night of rest.
Cool. I'm done.
New day is De Costa, the first of Krelfus, aka the first of Smarch. We made it to winter, boys.
Time to find those lobsters.
That's the alarm.
Yep. Oh, the alarm. Oh, my alarm's going on.
No, that's what whenever Kincaid's sending someone.
That's what it opens up with.
That's the ringtone.
It's both what it opens up with and closes with.
No wonder everyone hates you messaging them. They're just like,
Kincaid doesn't know that.
oh. So a new day, a new month, and a new... Wait, did you say Krelfus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Nailus Krelfus.
Naos
yeah.
into Krelfus.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Says here.
First.
And it's truly Smarch weather now.
Lousy smart.
Changes
weather.
like that.
Is there any festivals on for the start of winter?
Mid early Smarch.
Smarch party.
Early Smarchmas.
I mean, certain locations would celebrate it. It's not a a global thing like Yidis. But you awaken. It's drafty and cold in the keep. Like it's just basalt, stone, and nothing warm
Quartz
about
crystal.
it. Yeah. Corpse crystal. It's not a bad band name.
Should we check the bone dust and then make preparations?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Alrighty.
Go down, see if anything's been disturbed in the landing room.
Actually, yeah, can I just get to the chute and then send Hermes?
Sure. So you walk through, in the morning you walk through and there's a different lot of scribes that are on morning duty, and it's fairly quiet this morning. Only a few people, one woman wailing over the corpse of her husband, and
I cast silence.
the scribe is
It's so early. Shut up.
would you stop?
I know it's your husband.
Jesus, you don't have to carry on.
Get
We
over
were
it.
soulmates for 400 years. You're shut up, though.
It's like 9 o'clock. I just woke up.
I've had a choppy.
How inconsiderate. Some people, I tell you. Me.
Oh, I'm assuming you don't
No,
actually.
actually. I'm tempted, but no.
Damn, there was inspiration in it. If you did.
Get it?
So we learn Ricky is not a morning person. Right, you've got the Smarch Blues, and yeah, this woman is sort of wailing, but you pay no mind, and neither does the scribe. She's just sitting there very
Taking it.
doing the job. You head down, down the slopes and through the stairwells and down to the catacombs. And send Hermes down. The dust is not
Disturbed at all?
disturbed.
As expected.
Yep.
Alright, pack it up.
Yep. And you head back for Falmouth.
Yep.
Did you want to quickly check the records to see if there's anyone with the same naming convention? Or like at least just figure out
Oh yeah, well,
just figure out who's second
can we
in
say
line.
like I would have done that last night, like before we went to bed.
Done what, sorry?
Check the records, looking for like the like the time gaps between the sus
Oh, yeah,
names and then also current.
Sus names.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roll. Oh, I didn't like candles. Leash will hate me. Roll. Intelligence again. Working with Melusine.
Maybe. 22.
Nice.
Okay. Pretty good. Going back, there's a lot more of those names, but you only find reference to them. Like, there's a few names that you're like, oh, do I know that family name? That could be an actual name.
Yeah.
I mean, people do go by names like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's not super common, but there's a few. So name-wise, yeah, you do find a few more, and it follows a similar vein.
Of people currently enrolled.
No. Just looking back.
Right.
But they only appear to be in in the high roll. So in the
So
senior
no
scribe,
one currently enrolled.
no current scribes or what's the wandering arm called?
The Alabaster Scribes.
Alabaster. Yeah. So none of neither of them. Time difference varies. You find all manner. Sometimes it's like 80 years apart. Sometimes it skips like 5 different people and it's 200 years.
Varies. Yeah.
so-
Anywhere between like 80 and 200, kind of.
Oh, sometimes it's longer. Like there is one patch where it misses 400 years. Like there's
Is that
a
the
good
longest?
succession. Yeah,
Yeah. So
absolutely.
400 is the longest. Like 80 is the shortest.
Yep, somewhere in that ballpark.
But yeah.
Pretty wide range to start narrowing down.
But looking
But
through
the fact
these
that it's been
records,
going on this long, like
Yeah.
it's throughout the whole history of the order.
What's the very first name?
Yeah.
Who's the first senior
What's the
scribe?
first
Ooh.
out of that weird?
Or the very first senior scribe in
Yeah.
general?
Or who started the order? Like, you know.
Yeah.
the very first name is the first name in that book.
Oh,
Serena.
it's
Serena
Serena.
Harenwick?
So she was the first head scribe, so it would stand to reason that this place was built while she was here.
She built the staircase, and now
Partially
she
to
is
her
back alive.
specifications.
Or she has always been alive.
Yeah, never died.
She
And she
never
built it to
left.
be-
Well,
get the
technically, the
supply of
first
bodies.
name no longer exists.
Maybe it's like so she's got
Because
easy
it's been
access to
removed.
electricity.
Okay, so
Oh, but like,
her name
is
is...
this, who was the first head scribe, or the first?
It's great.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
have they been recording these since the first head scribe, recording the names?
They've been recording them. Yes.
Yeah, like that's
Then that would mean...
they've been recording. That's kind of the whole point of the order. Like the first thing the order started doing was just.
Then that would
recording
mean
these
that's not the
things.
first book of Slate.
What do you mean?
Because how would she be the leader of this organization that keeps names, but also be the first one to die and have her name written in?
You could ask about the history of the scribes, potentially.
Mm.
I mean, I would know that surely,
You might. It's pretty
2,000 years
obscure.
old.
but like general history of
Yeah.
what, how was the
'cause she
order?
can't put-
How was the order started? Who
roll,
started it?
roll history. You got Melusine beside you. I'll give you advantage.
History. 19.
The scribes, as far as you can tell from any and all records, it was set up by. Sorry, what was the name I gave you?
Surya
Surya.
Hardwick.
Sorry, yep. Sorry, there's so many names going around in
Yeah.
this sesh. Her life's work was to get the keep built, and upon her demise, the order was
Oh, so she
started.
built keep. When
Which-
when she died, the recording started.
Which
Yeah.
means that
Okay.
she would have built the tunnel,
Staircase.
Yeah, 100%.
and only she would have known about
Unless
it.
it's been at with your
Would pick
check,
up.
you
It
weren't.
was-
It's like, oh, this is not
It was
incongruous
exclusively-
with the rest. Yeah.
If she died upon completion, she would have not passed that knowledge about the secret onto anybody else, which means that Saria is Talia, is Thalia, is Joe Biden's song,
Well,
whatever.
I mean, like, yes, yeah, like that seems like the most probable thing that these are all the real, like these is all the same person, aka Surya, but also at the same time, we don't know that. There's like no direct proof that this was all the same person. Like it could be, you know, this might be the cult of the Silver Tongue Spectre or whatever, and they put in a different person every couple of years to keep in, you know, like Surya might not have known anything about this. That might have just been her little like getaway
Yeah,
chair
but the
to go
fact-
chill when she got.
But the
you know,
fact that
you know,
other
like,
people know about it, but it's not been passed off to,
Wait, who else knows about it?
like, whoever's come down here, like Thalia or whatever.
But we don't know anyone
We don't
else
know.
who's come.
It literally
we
could not
no
have
idea
been
who's used it.
since
Yeah.
the Ria.
Yeah,
That-
but-
they,
but-
you,
but the
yeah,
fact-
they literally could have been the first people to walk in there since Surya.
We don't know.
Potentially.
Or like
Yeah, we
maybe
don't-
I mean, it's maybe even she didn't know. Like the architects or the engineers built this in secret
Yeah.
behind her.
I mean,
back. Like I know that that's pretty out. Like I
Did
think
they say that Saria...
That's-
It's in someone else's office.
the
You don't
simplest
put them in
theory is
on it.
100% Surya built this. It's the same person throughout the years,
Yeah.
but we don't know.
We don't,
But
yeah, we
now
don't
that-
The
have
fact
to-
is that
Well,
she died when the
pointing out.
order was finalized or died, which means that she never passed on that secret passageway, which means only people with prior knowledge would have been able to open it up and get down there.
Or if you do some weird exploring like us. But
Yeah.
another question I think we should ask ourselves: if Saria is this same person, cheating death, and they are the Aasimar we're looking for, what purpose do they have building a citadel for the dead and recording every name?
Yeah.
What purpose does that bring, this
Yeah.
Aasimar? Do they bring through bodies and, as head scribe, she changes the names and assumes that identity? Like, what?
Yeah.
Unless
What
she absorbs
purpose
the
does this
souls and
bring?
revives them inside of her, and then that's how she keeps.
Yeah.
It could be that. It could be like a lichy kind of thing, or it could be like this is her like disguise
Do
library.
we know the scientific name of the blue crystals?
I mean,
I didn't come up with a name.
corpse crystals.
Sure. That's
Oh,
wait, did they know about
Corpus
the...
Crystallis.
And there's already one type of magic crystal in the world that's a different color that reacts
Sunstone.
and casts magic. And okay, I guess there's 3 types of crystals in the world of different colors that react to magic and blow up and do shit. Maybe you
Well,
need all
do-
3 to do something.
Is there like can the corpse crystals? Like I know the keep's built out of it. Do we know of any other magical properties? You said it was kind of worthless, other than that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It really doesn't. It just looks nice and it grew locally, and that was, as far as you know, that's the only purpose. It grew there, so they
It was
used it 'cause
chosen. It was.
fancy.
It was chosen as like
A medium almost.
of convenience because it was there. It grew out of bodies. Wait, did it already grow out of bodies?
You're not entirely sure.
Because it seems weird that they're just like wandering
Yeah.
along, and it's like, oh hey, there's a bunch of rock growing out of that deer. No further questions, but I do need to build a keep, and that gives me an idea.
I was
Or
thinking about a
is Saria like a powerful wizard?
Like,
Come
did she
rich and-
create
And she
this?
created this.
Hold on, did we ask if they knew about the poop chute that you found to
Ask-
go down?
we asked Diltarian if that shoot was common knowledge handover between the head scribes, and he said
He was
it
like,
No,
What
I'm
the
talking about the chute that you rappelled down initially.
The poop chute or the corpse chute?
The
Like the disposal.
The disposal
Yeah,
chute
it's
is
just where
common
they-
knowledge.
Yeah, that's where they
put
put.
the
That's where they
corpses.
chuck.
That's
the
just where they
corpses.
throw the poor people.
But
It is
also,
in-
the,
yeah.
So many questions.
so how big was that room? Like where the chute led to?
To give you a number, probably 150 feet across. So
And there were
pretty
bones
sizable.
all like covering it.
Yeah, mainly like, the pile sort of comes down from where the chute leads out. So naturally, they're eventually going to go across the floor a bit.
That's
but
what 30 meters.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
yeah, so the crystal has plenty of room to grow and that sort of stuff, but it grows slowly.
Why did we have to go to the sisters so early?
I'm really glad you did. Keeps the mystery alive.
We need. Okay, I can't remember who it was that suggested it. We need to start kidnapping people and forcing them to ask questions.
Have you been to the sisters yet? You're coming with me.
Yeah.
You won a trip, an all expenses paid trip to Glendalfa.
Ta-da!
See the sights.
Take these manacles and apply them to your wrists.
No further questions.
Put on this blindfold.
All right, so you didn't organize a ship to travel back, so it will take you the rest of the time. It was about a day's travel by boat, so by foot.
Find a boat.
There wouldn't be a boat going from Godswalk.
I thought we got.
You had to charter it from Formouth out to. Oh wait, did you pay him to stay?
Yes, we paid him.
Where
We paid
we
him.
paid-
both.
did,
Yeah,
sorry.
we did.
I was gonna say.
Yep.
Yeah, because we were on a tight schedule.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do remember
that's
that.
true.
We paid for the return trip.
Oh, I don't have it here because I'm pretty sure.
I thought we
for it.
paid.
Yeah,
I think I did it personally.
because
There
you
would
said
have been
this
a
is
lot.
my. Yeah, you were like, this is my quest. You know,
Yeah.
I'll cover the fee, and also you're mega rich now.
I also have more money than all of you.
Than the
Probably.
party.
Than
funds,
the party
than the
funds.
business account.
So
Probably.
Well, the business count's doing alright. 260 gold.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what name I gave him. The dude.
Sigismund.
Sigismund.
Oh, Sigmund.
Oh, Sigmund.
Sigmund on
will
the.
be the captain of the Goblin Crippler.
Yeah.
The people mover, the Goblin Crippler. Yep.
Excellent.
That's
So
him.
Sigmund's just sort of fishing. He's just waiting.
Yeah.
It's nothing
Well,
else.
I think we said like we'll be back.
In a day.
in a day or two. Just
Well, no,
hold
we
out.
only-
Yeah, we'll be
day.
back probably tomorrow, like
'Cause you
tomorrow
had a-
evening,
yeah.
or the very early the morning after.
Schedule wise,
Howdy, Captain. Let's set sail as soon as you can.
packs up the fishing rod, gets you all aboard, and hop off the beach and out into the islands, out into the bay, and sail by Bazivota, back over to Bournemouth. So it takes you most of the day, and you would again arrive in the night. Couple hours walk.
Should we do those sendings whilst we...
Yeah, no dramas. Couple hours walk back to Mama and Papa's.
Back to the Obolotkas.
Yep.
One thing that Adelaide and Fred, do they live there? Or no, will they be there because like they're kind of all preparing to go to like the
To the
birthing grounds and that?
Because
Yeah.
that's today.
Yep. It's like they sort of coordinated with Roland
Yeah,
to be
But they
around.
don't live there, but it's like we'll be, we're all going to head off about 10 o'clock on Wednesday. Make sure
Yep.
you're here before then.
And in Turtle culture, family, as we know, Vin Weasel echoes in the distance. You're like, I didn't even summon him. Vin Weasel is right on the money. Family for the Turtles is, trumps pretty much everything. Because without it, the Turtles don't survive. If you don't have enough people to protect your young, then you die. The end. So, well, not the end, but
Yeah.
that's the end
End
of the
for
clan.
you.
So it's of utmost importance, and it's highly expected by the clan.
Sweet, let's kill some ghosts.
Do they need better weapons?
There was silvering offered at the...
Survival.
Yeah, but they don't have. That's great. Have you seen a great axe?
Spectral Reach.
Yeah.
Yep. The Spectral Reach has
Silvered weapons.
offering
Which I'm
to
pretty sure silvering costs like
Oh, relax.
100 gold per weapon.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I cannot afford. But I have a magic dagger, so that'll do.
I have a magic sword, so that'll do.
I have magic staff.
You have magic stuff. Yeah.
He has magic hammer.
So, well, yeah, no,
And
his
sword.
His swords. Yeah, so we're good. We actually
I
don't
think
even
we're
need
covered.
it.
You
Like,
got
the only
magic,
thing
yeah.
is like my crossbow and my rapier. But
So
Irrelevant.
Your
the
crossbow
the
mod
guards would
counts.
have
well,
their
it's-
own weaponry.
Well, yeah, I might try it honestly. I mean,
Yeah, so
Roland-
Frederick and Adelaide.
Oh, I did want to ask this actually.
Of me
With the-
or
yes, of you.
Yeah.
Functional question
Yes.
of the crossbow. When I point it at someone, do I disconnect? This wrist drops down and the bolt gets shot out of there, and I can't use this hand anymore,
No,
or
it-
It's a mounted, arm mounted. Yeah.
okay. So I can hold something in this hand, use the fingers, and still shoot.
If
I just have
If
to
you've got
use the
the-
action to pop it out,
Yeah.
and then I can fight like normal with no obvious disadvantage for having this thing out.
well, it's still an attack action.
Yeah.
Was that
But,
you
like,
can
yeah,
have
It just
an
doesn't
It's out.
prevent.
You can chuck a knife
it
and
doesn't
pew.
fuck me up.
Correct.
Like if I just have the bonus action spare at any point, I can pop it out. Now that's just ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's a part of you. It's
Because yeah.
part of
Well,
like
yeah.
it's another hand.
If
Yeah,
someone,
if the
if someone
question was,
gets
yeah.
up close,
Gotcha.
you've already got the daggers in your hands. You kill them and then go straight back to shooting.
Yeah.
Stab, stab. Pachow, that guy that's running away.
Yeah, no, that was
If you had
more
three
a question,
attacks.
just because lots of
Yep.
cool wrist weapons I've seen have all been,
Drop the hand off.
and then the cannon
It's
barrels
like
there.
like Iron Man 2, where he the rocket comes up.
Yeah.
Like
Hammer attack.
yeah, yeah, that one.
So again, walking through Bournemouth. Those of you not from there, yeah,
I take a little sip out of my flask. What is it? I roll
still,
one,
still whatever it
and
was.
then vinegar.
You're like, ha ha.
Still garbage.
Yeah.
It's a
I'd rather
step
soap.
up from soap.
Is it?
Oh, I think it is.
I'm about to. Put
You voluntarily put vinegar on food. I've never put
Yeah,
soap
true.
on my food.
True.
That's fair.
I'm not saying it's much of a step up.
But there is some pairings.
It would somewhat burn your
That
mouth
are
hole.
favourable.
Like a
I
lot
mean,
of
if you took like a chug of it,
swigging-
but if you took a tiny
swig
bit,
and vinegar. Yeah.
if you had a mouthful of like something and then just had a bit, it would be fine.
So yeah, you would
But do-
arrive deep in the night at Roland's at the family farm.
Yeah.
And it's Nulk. Oh, sorry, I haven't got my names up. Your backstory stuff. Nope, that's the wrong book.
Who do you need?
Time to beat ghost ass.
Well, is it ghosts? Because like I remember talking with you about the backstory, but I don't know exactly what
I'm
you
pretty sure
landed on.
what we got was like it's a mix of sea creatures, spirits, like it's a mix
In
of
my head, it was more like beasts.
Yeah, coming to eat the children
that crocodile.
for a snack, but also formless a weird spirit place, and I don't know.
And I don't know.
Can I
So
ask Roland?
I'd say Frederick and Roland would be sitting around the embers of a fire, enjoying some half shell, shooting the shit.
What is a glass?
Absolutely.
How are you coming into the house?
Hello, we're back!
Okay. Not gonna surprise him or something.
Oh no. In a place where you might get attacked by spirits at any time. That's a fun way to be like,
Practical
haha,
jokes.
practical joke.
Yeah. Guess who? And just daggers.
My thighs! Survival!
Yeah.
I choose life.
This whole population has PTSD.
Yes, very much so. Frederick sort of looks up. Oh, you're home so soon.
The things tomorrow.
We're
isn't
very
it?
efficient, and also you told us to be back by now.
Oh. And Roland's. Oh, welcome back, my boy.
I know.
I did not realize just how much you gave me. I thought they were silvers.
No, platinum.
You gave me.
You said you were struggling for money. Was it not enough? I can give you more.
I do not need to make any goods for. I could live off this. I could die off this.
Oh, don't die off it.
I don't.
Live. That's
I
good.
don't intend to. The,
Oh, good.
the clan needs me, but.
Well, you've got with.
Thank you, my boy. And
Yeah,
he
I'm
sort
not-
of takes your head by the beacony face. By that face. And sort of.
With the big talons.
Yeah.
Oh my boy!
He's got thick skin. He's grown up with this. Oh, my boy, you have done the family so much. Thank you.
Well, I haven't been around for a little bit. I felt bad, and I have all this money.
You have made up for. Let me. He gets up out of his chair.
No, Papa. You see, we are here for the family.
Oh, well, welcome back.
Papa, but
Lochka.
Roland. What
You tried.
could
Not bad.
we expect to be defending the babies from tomorrow?
All kinds of things. You have the beasties. You have the spirits. All
yeah.
sorts.
Alright, so, yeah, mixed bag.
Other clans could also, if there were rivalry, survival of the fittest, then we need every hand we can get, but...
Do you have a rivalry with any clans?
Oh no, everybody loves us.
But
Except the
geologists.
The
Roll-
geologists.
Roll insight.
Everybody loves us. Everybody. 7. Yeah, everybody loves you guys. I love the Obolochkas.
That's like a 10.
Everybody loves us.
Have some off shell is good. But, shall I stoke the fire? Did you need some food?
Yeah,
we
it's
could
been
eat.
a long day on the.
Oh,
We'll need to hit the hay
perfect.
so we can be up early.
We have some borscht, we have...
Oh,
I should have
missed
said,
this.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. They cook beets.
Bring my rations back out.
He goes for the flask.
Papa Obolochka.
Yes, my boy.
Just
And he sort of reaches out. May I stroke your beard?
Of course.
I am envious of such
Stroke
hair.
it while I speak.
And he sort of, oh, it's so... Do you put oils and stuff?
El Natural.
Oh, well, you have very fair and fine hair.
Thank you.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, so
You can hear he's potentially a little hammered. You don't know how long he's been drinking this half-shell vodka, but
The bottle was a lot fuller
Yeah.
a while ago.
Yes.
3 bottles ago.
Yeah.
If there does happen to be a rival clan show up,
oh, yes.
how violent is acceptable? Like,
We killed them,
do
right?
we kill them, or is you maim them unconscious?
It's dwarven humor. I thought, "Gee, that's so funny."
Frederick sort of.
We
Oh,
kill and eat the
Papa.
corpses. To display dominance.
Well, look, you do what you need to do to survive.
Okay, but I'm just making sure I'm.
I just really need you to lay it out the ground rules so I
Tell me
don't
it's okay
mess it
to
up.
murder your neighbours.
The guards aren't going to rock up the next morning and arrest me because I eradicated a family.
Arrest you? No. They would celebrate how strong you are.
Okay, good. I can't wait to be celebrated.
Excellent.
I look forward to massacring all the neighborhood.
Hopefully, no neighbors, but we will definitely.
Any geologists?
Don't even start. You see him clutching the armchair, the stuffing,
His cup.
the stuffing in his armchair.
Just pops out.
The spines. Tink, tink, tink.
Like involuntary Wolverine
Yeah,
calls.
the-
Every turtle in the room just shings.
Just a little flare on the back of his head, like Zoidberg.
Yeah.
God damn geologists.
If they show up, you
Well, I
do
hope they
what you
do.
can do to them. Make it as slow and painful as you can.
Alright, fair enough.
And then
But-
we eat them.
Once the young are hatched, they will be They feed off the spiritual essence of the land. We could birth them at home, but they would not grow with the spirit inside them. So they
Yeah,
would
that
be
might do.
They'd be little helpless weakling babies.
exactly. We had to bring. We have to bring the family, the clan. We bring as many as we can because it is taxing. It is arduous.
'Cause yes, I seem to remember you said we protect them for a week.
That is how long until they will hatch. We will be
protecting
standing
the
guard.
eggs.
Yes, the clan. We normally we will take rotations, and if you're awoken, you wake up ready to kill whatever is coming to take the young. We cannot let that happen.
We've had to fight during the night many a time.
Oh, excellent. So, Kincaid, this lot, they all train? They're good
vicious
fight.
murderers, all of us.
Wonderful. Only
Savage, brutal killing.
only
You
the
will
best.
have nightmares after you see what they do to the geologists.
This will stay with you until your dying breath.
The spirits that bear witness to this will vanish.
This is why they scream all the time, the things they see.
It's so comforting to be feeling so welcomed as a murder hobo.
Psychopathic, rage, truly unresolved issues.
To have our murderous rage encouraged.
Let's put it this way. We all, the family, all of us, we all have the capability for extreme violence. For the right cause, of course.
Money?
That is in each of us. We are born with this. So for us, we must use this. You tap into this as best you can.
Just
And
picture every one of them as Lydia.
I'd say no, us dwarves have it as well.
oh,
Is there something I can headbutt
sure.
to like smash with my
There's
head?
a nice timber support in like.
Oh, okay, I don't want to do that.
Collapse the house!
I more mean like my like glass. What is it? Shell though?
No, a ceramic sort of mug.
Sure, I just smash it in my head.
That's more like it. Save it for the birthing ground. But if you brought some good help,
Savage.
this is good. But
Twisted murderers.
there is no
Truly villainous characters.
there is no boundary.
Fallen into suspicious company, Father. I know you think it's good because I have money, but
How we came across that?
genuinely concerning people I have surrounded
we
myself with.
liquefied a dude.
Oh, I did.
Like Anchorman.
Frederick,
Brick killed a guy. I've been meaning to say that. You're talking about that, Brick. I'm gonna lay low.
There were horses and a man on fire, and I stabbed a man in the heart with a trident.
Prick, that's a hand grenade.
How'd you get a hand grenade?
from?
I don't know.
No. Really involved in a vicious cockfight.
That escalated quickly.
It really got out of
Got out of
hand.
hand fast. It did, didn't it? It jumped up a notch.
Yes, yeah. You can
Like the famous play, Anchorman.
you can expect all of the anchors men to you do what you have to do.
You anchor your men.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, do you need? Does everyone have weapons? Do we need to?
We
need to
have
share?
money. If we have money, if we need to purchase.
Some
Oh,
shields or something? Or...
The young will shields. We are shields.
They have shield on back.
Yeah, but still.
I would never say no to find weaponry if you have access to. I'm not trained with it, but I could use
I
it.
mean, I have a dagger if someone wants a dagger.
My claws are as big
Yeah.
as. Come on. He just holds them up. Come on, it's.
No, all I've got's daggers.
That's okay. We have our own weapons. If you cannot make do with what you have, you do not deserve to live.
I also have a sweet ass drum.
No.
Oh, that'll come in handy, eh?
Wait till you see him blow up the ground with it.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
say.
what?
Are we feeling a sauna?
Yeah.
Do you think personally turtles would like a sauna?
I think they'd love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of love.
Surely.
You kind of love the
Like
ocean.
moisture
Yeah.
and
Yeah, right.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm heat hazing.
Okay.
I'm turning the living room into a sauna.
Right.
Doesn't it damage people?
No, it gives disadvantage on targeted attacks and abilities.
Oh, so it's like more like a fog cloud.
It's a fog, but it's
Yeah.
like it's heated. So
Yeah, yeah.
it has the side effect of
Steamy.
being a sauna.
So you
Oh, listen.
he go help yourself,
Listen to my song of shame.
Miss Moneypenny. Go help yourself to. There's plenty of borscht. There's food. There's drink. If you want a little, you have to play catch
Go
up.
on.
You want to play catch up?
Go on. You
Yeah, he's
can
going
tempt
like
me.
that now. That's my boy. So, you like it?
I prefer my alcohol with a bit more chunks
Oh,
normally.
no, the borscht.
Oh, the board. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
You got some in the bit. Well,
Rick's
that's
letting his wild side out.
Freddy, my boy, you do me proud. But I don't know, Kincaid is kind of doing better than you at the moment. I don't mean to make you feel bad.
I
But...
mean, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Oh. And Frederick's like, Pop,
Shaming me in front of our guests.
why? Why are you saying this? You have had too much to drink. No such thing! But
But
I am proud of you, my son. Like the genius slap on the face.
I'd say, Fred, just remember, at least you weren't little tiny baby weakling.
Oh, that's right, like my youngest boy. No, you're not my youngest, you're just the biggest. No. Were. The
That's
biggest.
right.
Yes.
Ah!
But, I don't remember what I was saying.
Do we have an early start tomorrow?
Yeah, what time does the birth of this
Should,
stuff?
yeah, should
Oh,
we?
What time do we head off?
Whenever.
Should we?
Just whenever.
We best.
There at some
We best this.
Keith's just like, my water's broke. Oh, okay. Well, I suppose then.
No. We wait until Keys, close, ready, but we don't need to rush. It's a waiting game.
I might hit the old shell while
Oh,
so
Wait.
in case it does come early, I can be ready.
Yeah.
sorry. in our culture, hit the shell means get some booze in you.
Oh, I thought it was like hit the hay, but you guys sleep in your
No,
shell.
no, we're just gonna tuck in.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna tuck in.
Hit the shell like half shell vodka. Hit the shell.
Oh, yeah.
Just a nipple for bed. The puss hairs.
On your hair.
No, he would definitely not have that phrase in his vocabulary because no hair.
Put
We'd
spikes on your
We'd
shell.
put scales on your legs. Balls? Your scaly balls.
No, of course not. That would be weird.
Do you?
I have scales everywhere, my daughters.
You're probably right. Oh, you okay? Come, you'll need some borscht.
Oh, of course, mate.
You look like you need borscht. And get you a nice cold slop.
Slap it up.
Sour beet stew.
But make your... Ugh.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I know, but just the idea.
It's like sauerkraut if it was a soup,
Ooh.
but made with beetroot.
But anyway, as you head to bed, we will end the session because it is 9:24. Getting there. But next session we will take up the march out to
Birthing grounds?
the birthing grounds and see what happens. But thank you for playing. And no, you do not level up before you ask.
Maybe I wasn't going to ask.
Good.
Do I get to level up because I didn't ask?
Also, no. But thank you for watching, folks at home, and thank you to Midnight Malaise for our BGM.
Spread happy.
And spread happies!
And happiness and stuff.
Spread happiness.
Hey.
And don't get your
close the door.
brainstem circumcised.
Oh, yeah.
Or do.
Whatever works for you.